Hey, I'm 80. Hey, Drunk Debunk Show.
No, obviously, doesn't exist, so it's never been alive. But the global religion is dying.
I
Good.
agree with
Def-
that.
Um,
The dis-
Yeah, it's not a religion. It's science. Science isn't a religion. I don't know why these people can't fucking get this through their fucking heads. Science is not a religion. Hey, Citizen 9. Flat Earth is. Flat Earth is a cult. Maybe it's like a kid calls someone a name because they're what they call that person, you know? You're a liar. Well, you're in the process of lying, child. So your accusations don't mean a fucking thing.
Tonight,
Deception is being
I mean, it's just projection, basically, right? Hey, Fkatzoid.
is going away, and truth is
Mhm.
starting to come through.
Amen.
I think the volume's a little low. Yeah, it is.
Um,
Amen.
but yeah, it's. I think it's going to be more apparent the more people go on, the more people get into the subject, that they'll see the truth.
That's right. I agree.
Hmm.
I mean, how can he have a straight face lying like this? Hey, Gregory. Hey, CJ. How can he lie like this? Just completely fucking lie to everybody with a straight face. It just fucking amazes me.
So tonight is an open panel night. If you guys want to come and prove us your global religion, email me and then I will send you the link and you
Oh,
can
that's
come in.
better.
For us, so long, we'll just have a discussion, just chat, chill, and we take it as that because why not?
And I've said it before. I'll say it again. By all rights, these dumb fuckers should be the smartest people on the planet because they've been spoon fed mountains of evidence. But they just don't get it. They just abuse any kind of privilege they've gotten.
I did hear an interesting thing today. People telling me the Bible doesn't teach a flat Earth again. People keep saying that.
No, it doesn't. You have to twist the words to try and make it say that.
They're gonna do that, aren't they?
I don't know what the issue is. I mean, it's
I,
kind of weird. You open the Bible and it literally starts talking about a flat Earth.
No, it doesn't. It most fucking certainly doesn't.
Show me
I
heliocentrism in Bible.
Show me cars in the Bible. Do cars not exist? You fucking retards.
I mean, that's
right.
that's the weird thing about the Bible. In Genesis, it tells God tells you how He creates the heavens and the earth. He tells you the flat Earth. In Revelations, He tells you how He puts judgment on this earth and then creates a new heaven and earth, which is also again flat Earth.
So where in Revelation does it say God creates a flat Earth? What the fuck are you talking about? Jesus Christ, this guy.
So it's really weird.
You know the Bible doesn't say anything about uh, food. Well, it does say something about food. Doesn't say anything about McDonald's. Does McDonald's exist? Bible doesn't say a lot of things. But dishonest people twist the words of the Bible to make it say whatever they want it to say. That's why these grifting fucking preachers are so uh, prolific.
That's
What?
true. And
What's up?
hey, doesn't it? Go ahead.
Sorry, what's up, Sleeping Warrior? Good to see you. No, go on.
Yeah, it was like
And this fucking poor son of a bitch here is just completely lost in the sauce.
there is this like without faith, it's impossible to please God. And so there is this like you do have to kind of believe what the Scripture says and believe in faith that He made this realm this way, and so there is there is definitely faith in this, you
Hmm.
know. It's not in black and white, but it's definitely
Yeah, that's all you've got, man. That's all these people have is faith. Faith that some dumb fuck who told you the earth is flat isn't lying to you.
certainly describing what we see.
Well, let's put it this way. Would you rather have faith in God or faith in people that can lie?
I mean, like you? Like this dumb fuck? Like this asshole? Like this motherfucker? I'd rather have faith in science. Science is demonstrable. You can repeat science. You can't repeat anything from the Bible. What are you talking about?
Have to believe in my creator. Have to.
I agree. I mean, besides, what that says in the Bible just validates what we observe anyway.
No, it doesn't. It most fucking certainly doesn't, because we can measure the earth, and we have. So, yeah, measurements beat your Bible. Isn't that pretty sad? Hey, patio furniture.
Because I,
Exactly.
And it's funny. These guys are saying that, oh, TFE, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that they went down there. It's still a flat earth. And they've said it for 4 hours a day, every day for a month or longer. How long have they been back? So they said this, it doesn't matter, for a month and a half. It's kind of telling.
I have yet to see anybody present to us anything they claim for the globe as real, other than just trust me, bro.
That's all you've got, motherfucker, is trust me, bro. Oh, the Bible says it. Trust me, bro. Oh, yeah, the Bible definitely says the earth is flat. Trust me, bro. But it doesn't say anything. It doesn't say that the earth is flat. Oh, trust me, bro. It says it.
Right. There's a danger of, like, I've kind of said this is why it's so important, because there's a danger in, because when you believe in the heliocentric, you're actually discounting and really dismantling what the Word of God says.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Because the Bible doesn't say the earth is flat. The Bible's not a fucking science book, asshole. Stop using it as one.
You know, and that's a dangerous thing. If you can make everything like a metaphor, it really didn't mean it, or it's not literal there, or he was just telling that to Moses to, like, that's it's a very important
That's not English, what you just said there.
thing to stress.
Amen. No, it is. And I take it also as, if you read the Bible and you understand, okay, God created everything a certain way, the devil is out there to pervert. So it's everything a 180 of what God is.
Right. You're the devil. You're the devil that's perverting it.
So what would the 180 be of God's creation of the flat earth?
It's funny he's wearing a red shirt.
The heliocentric model.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good way to say it.
Yeah, I put a post up on my channel. If I were to worship a god, it most certainly wouldn't be a god that can only make mud pies and snow globes. I wouldn't want to worship that kind of weak god that can be hidden by man, defeated by science, defeated by NASA. Yeah, I'd rather worship a god that creates an infinite universe,
Just, yeah.
all powerful.
Um,
I mean, so they say that NASA can take God's power away. That's what they're saying. A bunch of guys in lab coats can take God's power away from him.
Obviously, guys, we're just having a discussion like this because we're waiting for people to come and tell us and cry about their globe to us. If
Right. We've given you a mountain of fucking evidence, asshole. Who's the one that's crying?
anybody shows up. Anthony, I know you're not a Christian or anything. What are your thoughts about the global religion dying?
It'll never
Brilliant.
die until it
Dog
stops being
said it.
taught.
Dog answered.
It'll never die unless it stops being taught in mainstream school as true, in the sense that
And that's Anthony Riley's main deal, is he wants to get flat Earth taught in schools. That's his whole deal. That's what he wants. As a matter of fact, he went to court trying to get flat Earth taught in school as a right alongside heliocentrism.
Relegate. Shut up. They relegate creation to a religious studies topic because they don't want to consider it as science, but they do want to consider heliocentrism as a science, and they put that in
Right, because it is
science, and that's what you get taught in school. But until that stops,
and Anthony Riley likes to indoctrinate children. He wants flat Earth to be taught in school. He lied about his age to get on to get into a TikTok room with kids. He lied and said he was 14 to be able to indoctrinate kids in TikTok or whatever social media he was on, to try and lie and indoctrinate kids. That's what he did.
it'll not stop because it's
So, when's the debate, Sogs? We got the guy right here, Mike, to set the debate up. So when's the debate? Your next comment should be a time and date. If not, you're getting timed out again, dude.
it's indoctrination, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
And no, it's not indoctrination. It's called education, something you never got. Hey, Dakin. Hey, Master Kkkult.
Yeah, like remember when we were all in school, I don't know if you were taught this way, but like the solar system and the planet.
Mike over IP. The Drunk Debunk Show is his name, or his channel name.
That was like one of the most fascinating subjects for me.
So that gets you a 24-hour timeout right there. We'll go 5 minutes.
It's almost like they did it on purpose to make you imagine and get you down. It was almost like a seduction, and because it was one of my favorite subjects.
So you're just a coward, Sogs. Is that what you are? You're a fucking coward.
I mean, I could, a lot of our students are like, I love the planets, and
Hey, Lisa.
that's an interesting thing.
I got an email from NASA.
See?
I don't know why. I'm getting used.
See, just a normal piece of shit who just can't back up anything he claims. Just wants to come on somebody's channel and just fuck with them, troll them. Wants to lie, and doesn't want to have to take responsibility for his lies.
Newsletter from NASA lately. And I'm also getting newsletters from LGBTQ communities.
What?
But,
See, every one of these people on his panel, they really, it would do them a world of good to get really deep and heavy into tranny porn.
yeah, it's because I talk against it. So
It would be enlightening for them.
I think it's
weird.
because people like Sean Hawkins put your email address down for.
I was just going to say exactly the same.
Nope.
Probably.
Really? Is that the slander you're going with? No, I don't put people's email addresses in to things like that. So you might want to blame someone else.
So anyway, this is one I got today, and I find it weird. Astronauts set to swab the exterior of the station for microbial life. Why are they showing the dead guy in a pool?
That's where it is.
See, neutral buoyancy lab. So they're in the neutral buoyancy lab when they can just do it in space, can't they?
So basically what they're saying is it's been in that pool that long that it's getting like plankton on it and stuff.
No, that's not what they're fucking saying, you dumb motherfucker. Well, I haven't read the article, so I can't say, hey, Mr. B. But you're a dumb motherfucker anyway.
Exactly. Wow. The experiment, not an experiment. I wish this is exactly what you were saying, Anthony. They keep trying to scientify everything that the globe says.
Trying to what? What? Trying to scientify? Tell us you're fucking ignorant without saying the words, man.
Just because they say
Tell us you know absolutely nothing about anything having to do with education without saying the words.
experiment, therefore it makes it science. No, not at all. What's the experiment here? I mean, let's see what it says. Astronauts are scheduled to venture outside the International Space Station to collect microbial samples during crew spacewalks for the ISS external microorganisms experiment. Let's see what the ISS experiment is. The investigation focuses on sampling at sites near life support system vents to examine whether the spacecraft releases microorganisms, how many, and how far they may travel. This experiment could help researchers understand whether and how these microorganisms survive and reproduce in harsh space environments and how they may perform at planetary destinations such as the Moon and Mars. Extremophiles and microorganisms can survive harsh environments are also an interest of industries of Earth such as pharmaceuticals and agriculture. We can't sanitize everything. We can't sanitize everything. We send to space, and humans carry their own microbiomes and continuously regenerate microbial communities. It's important to understand and address how well current designs and processes prevent the limit of spread human contamination. The data could help determine whether changes are needed to crewed spacecraft, including spacesuits that are used to explore destinations where life may exist now or in the past. Oh, shame. Do you think it's an experiment, guys? I don't think so.
So, yeah, tell us, Mr. Science, how all the lab coats don't know what science is. Fucking retard.
I don't think so.
What's their hypothesis?
You just read the fucking hypothesis, motherfucker. What the fuck? Are you this retarded?
Let's see. Experiment description. Okay, research overview. ISS external microorganisms collected samples on the outside of International Space Station during member extravagant activities. Collected samples are analyzed upon return to Earth with next generation deoxyribonic. I'm not going to try and pronounce that.
Deoxyribonucleic, motherfucker. If you would have gone to school, you would have known that.
Sequencing with multi-gene analysis. These
So when's the debate, Austin? When are we going to debate? Huh? Tired of you coming in talking shit, motherfucker. Put your money where your mouth is. Put up or shut up. Give me a date.
This contribute to the understanding of microbial community.
Give me a date or join SOGs at the kids' table.
Their metabolic functions without the need to cultivate samples. Investigators aim to understand the ability of organisms to survive and reproduce on the exterior of the ISS to create laboratory analogs that allow a better understanding of how these organisms may perform in other planetary environments such as the Moon and Mars. So they're literally trying to take microorganisms and say, guys, let's see if they can survive in a fantasy Moon and Mars.
And that's why you'll never be intelligent. Ever.
Keyword, fantasy. All of it.
I don't think Witset's here. He wouldn't dare come on my channel.
So they're just going to collect samples, apparently, and then try to figure out.
And then analyze them using science, you fucking dipshit.
Why the samples are able to survive.
Can you imagine if it was flat earthers that were trying to experimentify up their work?
Flat earthers never do experiments.
Suppose it was us that wasn't doing science but pretended that we were doing science.
You do pretend you're doing science. Have you seen your fucking Cavendish experiment there, Sleepy?
science and didn't do things like manipulate the presumed cause of the effect. And imagine we tried passing it off to children as either education or science.
You mean like what you're trying to do when you're on social media posing as a kid? You mean like that, Sleepy?
Have to be going nuts.
Yeah, Sleepy Warrior is a pretty repulsive human.
All right for them, all right.
You're right. Absolutely.
But you see, a lot of this, it's just, well, let's just say they're starting with begging the question that they can go to space, first of all. Then they're just claiming, well, there has to be microbial life on the outside in the space violation tin. Then they're claiming, well, when we bring it back to Earth, we can study and find out how.
In the what? In the space violation? What? What did he say?
Then they're just claiming, well, there has to be microbial life on the outside in the space violation tin.
In the space violation didn't? What the fuck? Oh, god damn, you're dumb.
Then they're claiming, well, when we bring it back to Earth, we can study and find out how and why this stuff can survive in harsh conditions like Mars and the Moon. None of that science.
All of that science, dumb fuck. None of that science.
If anything, it's close to exploration, right?
Which is fucking science, dumb fuck.
Yeah.
But you see, as soon as they say experiment, then therefore it makes it science.
Does it?
No, it's science because they experiment. So you're not smart enough to understand that.
It's really weird. It's good to see you, Roger. What's up?
Good seeing you guys. Oh, it's not much. Busy night. Work. I'm doing a job with 2 people. Yeah.
Oh.
It's been like that for almost a year. It hasn't really changed. I got a guy who doesn't really do a whole lot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed a tactic that one of the Blurfs is using. I'm sure it's more than one, but one particular one. I think his nickname is something like "Eat Shoots and Leaves." Have you come across him? It's one of the alt accounts from I can't remember. Oh no, Jack of All Trades is another one.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So what he does is he takes a snippet, like a caption, like part of a conversation, right? Obviously missing the context, but he snips it and he goes, ha ha ha, Sleeping Warrior thinks blah blah blah, and tries to make it out. It's trying to entice you to go into his messages, and then the minute you do, what then happens is 2 or 3 of his buddies start jumping on, and then before you know it, there's 5, 6, 7, 8 of them, and it's like, yeah, I'm not falling for that nonsense. But that's what.
So when you post a comment and then you delete it, that shows you're a coward. See, Sleeping Warrior's a coward. He's still afraid of me.
They try and entice you in with and they always put you like at Sleeping Warrior so that you see it. And I'm like, yeah, I know what you're doing, you moron. It's not going to happen. So I just share his comment back and laugh at him.
But that's what I don't know. But I've been seeing a lot of people.
No, you go into the comments and you try and be superior, and then you get pummeled and you delete your comment. That's what you do, pussy.
I'm calling it the Duffy now. As soon as someone tries to misrepresent you, I'm going to call it you're doing the Duffy, because they take a word that you say and totally misrepresent what that word is, and then then say this is what you said, and it's like, no, that's not what I said. So from now on, whenever somebody misrepresents someone, we're just going to call it a Duffy.
You mean like you've done your entire time on YouTube? That's what you do, Flatzoid.
All right, I got it.
You're misleading people right now.
Because
and
I'm
when
seeing
we study
more.
it, and when we study that, we'll call it Duffyism.
The Duffy effect.
The Duffy effect.
Hey, Real Cygnus.
Yeah,
It's like one of I can't remember it. One of them said, you don't even understand that the argument with regards to what Duffy was saying about southern rotation points, or I call it the other rotation point. I don't give it
Yeah, you don't understand.
any southern celestial rotation point or anything like that. But he was saying that you don't understand. The issue is that whether you can see them at all. I'm like, no, it's not. That's not the issue at all. You're just a retard. But that's what he's claiming that I misunderstand, and I'm like, no, I don't misunderstand that at all.
Yes, you do misunderstand, Sleepy. See, you think a compass points north to the North Pole, directly to it, right? So with a ball, and you're standing here, right? He thinks to point north, it points there. That's where the compass should point, is through the earth. That's what Sleepy thinks. He's completely unaware that magnetic compasses follow the magnetic lines of the earth, of the magnetic field of the earth, the field lines.
You're just ignorant and now lying and misrepresenting. It's just absurd the way that they behave. But don't you think it's interesting that these people exist at all, like that behave like this? It's like, why do these people even exist? They shouldn't.
Well, that wasn't a date, so yeah, let's try again, motherfucker. Go 10 minutes this time.
Exist, but they do.
Mm-hmm. No, it's really, really odd. Someone sent me this link today, which I listened to the first few minutes. It was very interesting. It seems to be a pattern that he has. This is 7 years ago, guys.
7.
Obsessed? They brought my name up for no reason, dipshit. They're obsessed with me. I'm just reviewing their bullshit.
Listen to the first few words that he says.
Good morning, Denver Bible Church.
Oh my God, that's horrible what he just said.
I have had this idea in the back of my mind for a long time to make a documentary, and I'm really
and what's funny is they claim that flat Earth isn't a religion, but then they complain that well, if you say that flat Earth isn't real, then you're going against the Bible.
disappointed because it's never going to happen. That's just a reality. Number one, I don't have the time. Number two, the money. Number three, I think it was Mel Gibson that said it's a miracle to make a bad movie.
Right. He also used the N-word in a traffic stop too, so I wouldn't be quoting him.
I'm sitting on the edge of my seat right now. I'm waiting to hear what Mel Gibson said about
Don't you find that odd that this guy kind of has a history of wanting to create documentaries?
Yeah.
And it's got to do with money and time.
Yeah, an actual documentary takes money and time. The bullshit that you pulled is just putting clips together.
Yeah, it's, I was thinking about this the other day, because I pastor a small church here, and the last thing
Hey, Westside.
I could teach about would be how lying and deception, and make it into a 4-part series.
Yeah, it's 4
That would be
parts.
like the last
parts.
thing I teach. I teach about forgiveness and praying, and there's so many things to do. And this guy constantly teaches these obscure things that have nothing to do with what we should be doing as pastors.
Hey, dipshit. There's no fanfare. There's another coward.
Leading people to Christ.
Amen.
And so that was a big red flag for me. Well, I mean, there's a lot of red flags with this guy, but
Yeah,
just
but I don't think
So when are we going to debate no fanfare on the shape of the earth? Need a time, need a date.
Bob Enyard was a good role model for him.
no.
You know what I mean? I think Bob Enyard was his mentor, and that's why he's in the predicament he is.
Yeah.
Because
Bob
he
Enyard.
learned from the wrong guy.
Bob Enyard to him is the same as Bob Nodell to Austin. Him and Austin probably get on really well, probably because they've both been brainwashed by morons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and when he did his message on the 9th commandment, in the beginning, he said, he never said prayerfully.
Hey, Moses.
He always said, I studied, I did this. After meticulous consideration, in so many words, it was never about going to the Lord and asking him for wisdom. What do you want to teach your people? You know, there's not that heart in him.
So describing something that he did by using I is wrong? Oh, okay.
You know, and it's very alarming. And I hope that I pray that the people that go to his church see that truth and get set free from that, because he's not of God. You know,
Yeah, he's very, very selfish from what it looks like to me, man.
very selfish. Yep.
Hmm.
But it's sad though, because he teaches perversions, and the perversions he
No, he doesn't teach perversions. You are perverted. You teach perversions, Flatzoid. You teach that it's okay to lie and to rationalize your lies.
teaching is literally what Satan teaches. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, when he talks to us, I get what I call the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
You know, when it's like your soul just wants to kind of like, you know, when you feel awkward with a person.
Yeah. That's your
That's how,
discernment, man. Your discernment is
Flatzoid's discernment.
okay, there's something not right. You know, like, and that's discernment. That's the Holy Spirit giving you a nudge. Hey, this
well,
guy.
well, the Bible's also very clear. I mean, you can't mix light and darkness, and if there's darkness there, the light doesn't want to be there. You know what I mean? Or the light.
Yeah.
It's the same way when you open your heart for Jesus. If Jesus is there, you're not going to let a demon in. Understand?
Right.
If he's not there, then the demon's got free reign.
Yep. That's true.
I still say that flat Earth is was created by not Samuel Robotham or whatever. It was created by QAnon, the same people who created QAnon. They needed to find out just how gullible people are. If people will believe something, no matter how fucking ridiculous it is. So they created the flat Earth movement. Just to see how gullible people are. Say, okay, space is fake and the sun isn't real. How many people are going to believe this bullshit? Shit, turns out thousands of people do. So they said, okay, well, we need somebody to be in charge of it. Who are we going to use? And they chose Eric Dubay. So my theory is Eric Dubay is actually QAnon, and he started the flat Earth movement to see how gullible people are.
That's true.
And it's sad because I do pray for Duffy. I want him to get
You pray for Duffy? Oh, isn't that nice?
to a realization and
Hey, Wrath, how you doing? Rocinante, good to have you here.
actually become a true Christian.
Me too.
I want him. My heart's desire is that he gets right.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you. That's important.
Says the guy who lied about 11 frames, who lied about me manipulating a Photoshop image, who lies about everybody and everything.
To say,
You have no standing with your God.
because I don't want to be one of those guys that are always like, no, because I was saved, and I know the eternal ramifications, and they're not good, and I don't want that for him. I want him to
What, for lying and gaslighting kids? Yes, there are bad eternal ramifications for that if you believe in that.
find the Lord, truly. So
Yeah, I mean, and this goes for anybody. I wouldn't want anybody to be separated from God eternally. It doesn't matter how much I don't like the person.
absolutely.
My heart is rather repentance and get right. That's overthrows any kind of thing.
Amen.
Well,
Yep.
if he keeps going down this road, he's going to wake up with Satan one day, and he's going to like, why did I end up here? Or how did I end up here? Better yet,
But you see, that's the issue. That's what we're saying. So I do pray for him, and I hope he comes right. Because I do think that he is influenced by the wrong things, unfortunately.
Yes.
Don't you just love the hypocrisy?
Well, it's
here's
good to
my
see
prayer for
everybody.
Duffy. Good to see you too.
Do you think we're going to get any Globies in tonight?
No.
Nah.
That's the sad thing, guys. Every time we have these videos, before these videos, the Globers are like, "Oh, you're so dumb, blah blah blah. You guys don't understand anything. I can come. I'm going to teach you." Blah. As soon as you have the stream, crickets. That's
Yeah,
it.
and the alternative is Sean Hawkins live streams. That he restreams this live stream and sits there going, "Fatso is so stupid. He did blah blah blah," and it's like, dude, you still think gravity's a force. That's why you can't come in, and you
Yeah, gravity is a force.
can't
Thinks
even.
hori-
string a sentence
He thinks
together.
horizontal curves.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. We all think that.
Right.
It's like
Did anybody-
in their head when they're shown that horizontal is a straight line. It's like the equivalent of showing a dog in their mind, and then the dog morphing into a cat in the same way that a straight line morphs into a curve. That's what happens. There's a morphing that goes on in their head.
There you go. Now you get a 24-hour timeout. So
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody see Pablo
I mean, did you think I was kidding?
Dog's last video he put out? It's really cool.
Let me go.
They took some of his work and they put it through an analyst, and they give you the elevation profiles of his 360 pans, and they're making a point to show it to Simon and Dan, because he thinks for some reason that the highway in a lot of his pans is 30 meters higher than, and you should be able to see it from where he is.
Do you
That's
have a
what
link?
they always do.
Yeah,
Did
you
y'all
can have your
see
camera
Brian?
getting splashed by the waves, and they'll still say you're at least 100 feet, and it's like, dude,
Do you have a link for that, Roger?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. Give me a second.
That one, I didn't see that one. Did you guys see Brian's logic on the shadows?
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a good one.
No, it wasn't. Because Brian Logic is an idiot who doesn't understand elevation or angles. Petey did a very good breakdown on that.
yeah, you can't have short shadows when it's supposed to be a very low sun in the horizon. It has to be long shadows.
Yeah, and this
Yep.
is exactly the thing is because with McToon, you were saying, well, because the sun is at the elevation, that's why the shadows grow so quickly. So yeah, why
Have you
does it
seen
only
what-
grow for them but not the mountain?
Have you seen some rebuttals though, Anthony? Like little divots in ground block shadows disappear down crevasses, all sorts of crazy stuff.
It is amazing how much apologetics you get on any of their videos when you point out anything that it's like when you show the husband that the wife's cheating, or the wife that the husband's cheating, and you prove it. You've got the video. You can see the car rocking. There's two of them in it, and you can see that it's the husband, the wife, and whoever, and they just don't accept it no matter what. And it's like, oh well, okay.
Yeah, we show you, you fucking idiots, a mountain of evidence, and you just deny it all. Just deny it all.
You don't want to accept the evidence, but you've got it now.
See, Soggs, the manager, says, I was kicked from Sean Hawkins for asking if anyone on his chat will be joining Fkatzoid'S panel tonight. No, you weren't kicked, you liar. These people can't not lie. They're just incapable of fucking telling the truth. And, God damn, dude, you just don't fucking learn either.
Oh, can I have my bill? And they're like, the reality is that they just will not accept it no matter what you present to them. Well, that's what they do.
Yep.
Right, because you don't present anything. You just present your opinion, man, which is very easily debunked. You deny every bit of evidence you're presented. So, hypocrisy much?
It's in the back of chat there if you want it. I'll put it in the main chat too.
Hey, Keystone Eon.
It'd be cool if people would come on and say, I just have a general question about flat Earth. How did you come to this? Like, if you're a Glober and like and you're searching for answers, I would have loved to come in, especially 2 years ago, and ask you guys questions about what do you think about this? Why is it this way? You know, anybody on the fence. But it seems like when you watch, if you just kind of browse around and you get these Glovers in there, they're very hardline and they just have an agenda. It's not like they're going to change. You're not going to change their mind. They already have set in their ways.
Right. We're not going to deny measurements and evidence over your opinion, asshole. That's not going to fucking happen.
Anyway.
So you sent a Heath Carmody. I thought you were putting Public
Yeah.
Dog. Is it on
It
here?
is. It's videos about. Yeah.
Okay. Let's check. Huh? That was unexpected.
Wow.
It's a good little video. I like it.
The Heath Comedy does cool things. Really does a good job.
Is it flat Earth?
Tuesday, December 17th, 2024.
I think so.
It's about 4:25 p.m.
Sorry.
We're about 2 inches off the water.
I love his voice, man, because he never does a good mic at when he's out on the water. You get all the echo back into the mic. You know, he does excellent 360 pans across that bay a lot, and his shots go from anywhere from 50 miles to 18 or so, and he gets clear horizons because he picks the right days for the most part, and he does all the humidity tests and refraction indexes and stuff, and he'll tell you how far you're supposed to see, and according to the globe and to flat Earth, he compares the two constantly. He does that like every week. That's dedication.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he likes to compare the two.
Mm-hmm. He's going to do another one of these.
It's a program he uses, guys. Unreal Engine.
It looks like it, yeah.
Unreal Engine's a thorn in the TFE side, guys.
Look, looking at that, very much does look like we're on that laptop when Jenna went in that cabin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely going to ask Jonathan Saturday, what was on your laptop, man?
It looked like they didn't want Jaren anywhere near it.
Mm.
It's in the low 60s. Water temp's about 57, 58. Pretty much dead glass out here toward Ventura. Looks like a little wind line down outside the harbor down there. I think the humidity's around 50%. It's getting wetter quicker as it cools off, especially out here at the university.
So their main complaint with the final experiment is that it's possible that they used Unreal Engine, which I guess is bad, right? But they praise Heath Carmody or whatever this guy's name is, for using Unreal Engine. Isn't that amazing? Sort of like when Fkatzoid'S mocked me for presenting Bernoulli's principle as gas pressure without containment, but then praises SSUM for citing the same thing.
Now he starts doing overlays with the actual pictures. They'll compare.
Yeah. Cesium rock.
That's pretty cool. There comes another one up.
So it's all CGI, which debunks reality. What?
Up this way. Let me lock focus. Zoom in.
I think that's 8 miles right there.
But now I was saying about cesium, I saw guys use it the other day to use Google Maps, Google Earth, and it renders all the the 3D models in real time, thanks to cesium. It's really quite cool. So when they in Unreal and they want to do like a full map, they can just kick any location they want, and it already gives the 3D modeling through cesium.
Well, show us how it's done, man. You said you were going to do that. Show us how it's done.
Of whatever's photographed in Google Earth.
That's a pretty good processor to do something like that. If you had,
Yeah. You need quite a good computer.
I see a truck down there on the highway.
Yeah, we go. Oh, that's fun, man.
Yeah, that's the comparison. That's what Simon Dan's on about.
So he's just basically making shit up here using CGI. It's amazing.
But you see, the thing with Simon Dan is he's like one of those guys that just you're just wrong, and doesn't even understand how a person's wrong. He just says you're wrong.
Oh yeah,
that's it.
They never back their mouth up, do they? They just say you're wrong. They don't offer any reason why.
Mm-hmm.
They never present out.
I do constantly.
They rely on the name to do it for them. Like if you call yourself like Professor Flatzoid, that to them is enough for it to be credible. That's why Simon Dan calls himself that, because actually he's pseudo Simon Dan or Psi Denial Dan. But if you get a name that seems to sound a little bit sciencey, that's it. That's all they need for them. That's enough.
Yeah, that's one of those.
You mean like Professor Steve Alonso? Professor Kyle Adams? You mean like those guys?
Duffyisms right there. You just nailed it. It's Professor Flatzoid down here. Dr. Flatzoid, sorry.
Yeah, Dr. Flatzoid or Professor Flatzoid.
But you see what hypocrites they are, though. As soon as I put my name, Dr. Flatzoid or Professor Flatzoid, then they get all, oh, you're not a doctor, blah, 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 and they start attacking me. But it's
right, because we say that because you are attacking Professor Dave as not being a professor when he's actually taught in university. So that's why.
As soon as we call out, we say, yeah, we think this is a joke because, like, not a Professor Dave, they want to protect that guy and say, no, it's okay if he does it.
At all costs, yeah.
It's quite weird.
Professor Dave is doing a comedy show now about us. Literally, yeah.
The irony, the comedian himself is doing a comedy show.
Yeah.
Remember Simon Dan?
That's not irony. That's what a comedian does. Jesus fucking Christ, they don't even know what the word irony means. That's pretty bad.
I mean, Professor Dave was calling us out, and I said live, well, where are you, Dave Farina? You called us out, so come. Still nothing, by the way. Still nothing. I wonder why.
Because you're a piece of shit and he doesn't want to waste his time with you.
Not a Professor Dave.
You're not worth his time.
Is not a professor. That might be why.
Yeah. I like how Bill Nye wears a lab coat. He's a scientist.
Oh yeah, we've took the piss out of that. Bob Nodell did one of the FE conferences. I can't remember which one it was, but he wore a white jacket, and it was like, well done, Bob. Because if you wear a jacket, everyone knows that you're a scientist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or a doctor.
And I mean, when you did your experiment,
yeah,
you also wore a lab coat. Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
I even wore glasses with no lenses in them and a plaster around the arm to make it look like they were well worn. Because obviously, you have credibility to you if you're wearing glasses and a white robe. Of course, it does.
Oh God.
Hey, great Shamalama Ding Dong. Hey, Debatable D.
I wanted to say something about him and Neil deGrasse, but I'm not going to.
Yes, Bill Nye's an actor. He's a comedian. Started out on Fridays, I believe. Either Fridays or not necessarily the news. One of the two. Can't remember.
Oh, speaking of Neil deGrasse, have you seen John Thor's latest video with to taboo conspiracy in it.
Yeah, I watched it.
I
It's
haven't seen
really,
that
really
yet.
good.
Is it? Okay. I was going to watch it, but
He's got Neil deGrasse Tyson in it, and the way that he's edited the video, it just makes it look like Neil deGrasse Tyson is a flat earther. It's brilliant.
that's cool. Where are you from, Anthony?
England.
Hey, okay.
You?
Arkansas, U.S.
Oh, yeah.
I used to be a big football fan, American football, but I have converted to Premier League.
I thought you were going to say soccer.
Nope. No, I am Forest, and I
Which
love
team
that
do you
whole
follow?
thing. Nottingham Forest, Fulham, you know.
Why would you follow Nottingham Forest?
I don't know. I just kind of like them.
You know who also follows Nottingham Forest? The
Who's
Adam
that?
Meakin. The Adam Meakin.
Oh God.
Oh,
He
boy.
loves Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
He lives in Nottingham.
He lives in Nottingham, yeah.
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
Oh, what team should I start looking at?
Anybody but Man United.
Okay, I'm with you on that. I don't like that.
Say what? Manchester United is the best goddamn team on the planet, man.
Actually, to be honest, Man United are the team to be paying attention to because for the, 10, 15 years that they were doing really well under Alex Ferguson, now they're doing really, really bad. In fact, they're using the word relegation in the same sentence as Man United now, which is delicious. So, I don't know. Take it how you want, but they're doing really bad.
Yeah.
My mom's a big Arsenal fan for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
Was that Arsenal came out of your mouth?
I like Brighton too. Brighton's kind of, those are the three I like. I don't know
Usually,
why.
when you get foreign nationals paying any attention to the Premier League, they normally go for either Liverpool, Man United, or sometimes they go for Arsenal.
Yeah.
But usually it's Liverpool or United.
Just overall because it's ridiculous, all the commercials and stuff like that. I know I don't want to get off topic, but
Hey, Sir Little Wolf. Good to have you here.
I could talk about that forever. But I just
It's weird
Anyway.
to be an American referring to it as football because you guys normally
Are they not doing too good now? Well, that's what he says, but I don't believe a word he says. So
refer to it as soccer because it distinguishes from American football. But
no, soccer. Soccer. The word soccer wasn't invented to distinguish between American football. It was used to distinguish between associations football and rugby football. Fucker doesn't even know the origin of his own language words.
we don't even recognize American football. That doesn't exist to us. It's like a foreign language.
I coached soccer. Okay, I'm gonna call it soccer because that's what they call it in the States, down in San Antonio. But it was football for Spanish. So,
Yeah.
And so it it's not too. We're the only ones calling it that. I don't know why, but anyway, I absolutely love that sport now. I have
Hey, Mr. Jingles.
and I used to coach football too, like American football in Texas high school. Or
Is that who that fucker is? No, Adam Meakin is British. Never mind.
in middle
Sorry.
school, not high school, but it's crazy. No more though.
And when I was in Catholic
Hey, Moses.
school, I played soccer, and I played fullback. But I'd rather play it than watch it, man. Just one of those things.
Me too.
Yeah.
Get off topic, but I had to. Much respect though, much love for that sport, dude. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just good to watch. I enjoy watching it. I wish I didn't though. I mean, I'm old enough now to have grown out of it, but I just can't help it. I still enjoy it.
Hey, George. So he's using Unreal Engine. Oh my God, this is hilarious. So he's using Unreal Engine for evidence when Flatzoid has clearly said that you use Unreal Engine to fake shit.
Yeah, and you could see that truck from the footage.
That looks real as shit, doesn't it? My God, that looks photo real.
I think Pablo.
What's the globe's excuse though? Oh, reflection.
Yep, that's it. And he compares it with the refraction too.
It's always just the right amount of refraction, don't it?
Oh yeah.
That's the odd thing. And the thing is also what I find, especially when it comes to the globe, the refraction up or down is always just right for
Yeah, peak Fallout New Vegas vibes, absolutely.
them.
Stalker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's really funny is when you take the
Fucking Tarkov.
refraction out, you take away the curve. Isn't that right, Flats?
No, if you take refraction out, you can't breathe. That's what happens when you take refraction away.
Yeah, like when I took with Regitorix Infera Mirage, I took the curve away.
No, you took 11 frames out, motherfucker. You deleted 11 frames. That's the only way you could have taken the curve away, because the curve was the amount of time between where it appeared on the horizon and what below the horizon. So you took those frames out.
And the more they fight about it, the more they don't understand. You're just literally conceding your curve is optical.
No, the curve is measured. Jesus fucking Christ, he's a retard.
Speaking of that, Red, he's got a counter, and he challenged Nathan to a debate like 2 years ago, and the counter's still going. He's got it going right now. He holds that counter up. Like, Nathan won't debate me. Like,
yeah, because Nathan Oakley's a fucking coward.
Say what?
Well, what if I did my counter? It's been going on for 4 years now. Reds won't debate me.
Oh, you should be. Yeah.
I had a debate with Reds once, and he never uploaded it. It was done live and recorded, but he never uploaded it. It's because he got a couple of points wrong in it, and he never wanted to upload it because it made him look stupid.
The problem with the Reds is he has the same.
He's smarter than you.
Talking points all the time, and he how can I put it? He's only ever he's to a very niche market, to his very gullible audience. Let me put it that way. So it's to people that haven't heard the other side before. They only listen.
Gullible audience.
To his nonsense. So as soon as he gets shown that he's wrong on something, he won't let his audience see it, because he's got to be the man.
That's very biased, man. I'm telling you, that's a politician.
How many videos have been deleted by you dumb fucks after you were caught?
Right there. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think the one thing that he got wrong that he didn't like that I corrected him on was to do with the flights. The amount of life cycles that a plane has is what governs how long it'll be in service for. So, like, you'll get a little puddle jumper that'll go internal flights only into America, and they don't last that long relative to long-haul ones that'll last for 15, 20 years. And it's to do with how many times they go up and down, and, like, each time they go up and then come back down is a cycle. The heat cycle, it puts stress on the fuselage, and things start to crack, and over time it becomes a problem. And he didn't like being corrected on it, given his position in aviation. You would think a man in aviation would know that, and he didn't like it. So
he's not in aviation. He's a plumber.
Obviously, me correcting him on something, he couldn't
He's a fucking plumber and an amateur astronomer.
accept that, and he never re-upped it.
But you, Anthony, you're a lawyer. You claim to be a lawyer or a person intimately involved in the legal trade, but you don't understand the concept of burden of proof.
There's a few things he got wrong.
How long has he been a pilot? He's in the same boat with Woofy, ain't he?
No.
He's not a fucking pilot.
He's a plumber.
A plumber.
Not a pilot.
Damn it! I thought you said he was a pilot.
There's a plumber.
No. He loves flying. He loves planes, but and he worked at the airport, but he didn't work as pilot. He worked as something else. He wants to be a pilot. He's like
Baggage
he's
handler.
like
Yeah.
No, it's not baggage handler. Yeah, I think a nicer plumber.
well, whatever it was, he wasn't a pilot, but he did work at the airport. And somebody apparently at some point recognized his voice in the airport, and they found out where he was and all that because he hides himself. And
Yeah, he won't show his face. He doesn't want people to know his identity because he's a coward.
There's nothing to be ashamed of, guys. Because I mean, I'm a maintenance guy for Walmart. That's what I do.
It's like a knob though, and calls everybody pieces of shit, and that there's no wonder he don't want to show his face.
of course, he'll just get battered. I mean, it's like he's like the little guy in the pub that's throwing his weight around and calling everyone named, and eventually
Yeah, he wasn't ever a lawyer, but he wanted to be. He studied to be a lawyer. He wasn't smart enough.
someone punches him and he cries about it and plays the victim card. But that's exactly
just-
what he would do.
Speaking of Royd, I just want
He's not honest enough to be a lawyer.
to say, welcome to becoming a Patreon. Really appreciate it, Royd. You rock. Really appreciate it. So I've got another
Is that
Patreon and
Is that another
speaking
flat Earth pilot?
Yeah. Sounds
Royd,
like it.
yeah.
Nice.
And then I want to say thank you, Richard Thorpe, for your PayPal kaboom donation. Really appreciate it, man. You rock.
Yeah, I was in Discord
Did you say flat Earth pilot?
with Rakia, and he's got a couple of friends that are officially pilots. They're not transcontinental pilots, but they were running him down because they're not transcontinental pilots. That has nothing to do with flat Earth, but they're trying to belittle all of his information that he gets about flights and stuff, just because they're not a big airline transcontinental pilots.
This is the problem with Globers, isn't it? You never win with them. Like,
No.
I would
No, because you're wrong.
love to get my pilots
See, when you're having an argument or a discussion, and you're wrong, you don't win.
license, but it's too damn expensive to go do the flights.
You got to get so many hours, don't you? You got to.
You got to rent. You got to start off with renting the plane and paying the instructors, and you need at least like 4,000 hours before you can actually do anything, and it's quite a lot of money per hour.
The thing is, if you the concept of flying a plane,
Yes, Rakia life is a dumb motherfucker. Absolutely.
like anything else, if you have never ridden a skateboard or ridden a cycle before of any kind, you're going to fall off a few times, right? Until you start getting it right. It's the same with flying a plane. You're going to make mistakes before you get it right. But once you learn how to do it, it becomes repetitious, and it's the same thing until something goes wrong. There's a good. I've been watching a lot of videos recently about this guy that talks about plane crashes over the years, and how most of them are basically caused by human error. They misread and misunderstand what's happening, and they do things that are the wrong thing to do in the circumstances. In the end, the plane ends up falling out the sky, and then they go back over it and they say, "Well, it's because this happened and you were doing this instead." And basically, they go for it, and usually it's something to do with the pilot getting something wrong. But they were showing how when they have these rigorous safety procedures and all that,
He's got that fucking South Florida fucking accent.
and they go through the safety procedures. It's all right being autonomous and robotic when you apply these safety procedures, but ultimately, when you get an incident like the double bird strike over the Hudson with what was his name, Captain Sullenberger, whatever his name was, the rule book goes out the window, and you've got to try and do what you can with what you've got. And if you've got no engines, there's not a lot you can do. Yet he still managed to get the plane down on the water and survive. Everyone survived. But you can't teach that. That's experience, isn't it? But you can't get the experience. It's difficult to get the experience unless you know someone that knows someone that works in the airlines, and then you've got the nepotistic route in. But if you ain't got someone that knows someone that knows someone, the chances of you getting in are so small. It's just not worth doing.
What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about, Anthony?
Mm-hmm. Well, Derek says his ads on his stream.
I mean, what he just said about pilots is complete fucking horseshit.
I don't have any ads put on.
I mean, they're fucking begging for pilots, man. The airline industry is begging for pilots. They aren't excluding anybody because they're not in the fucking club.
For the stream.
God
It
damn
shouldn't
it,
show
man.
any stream ads.
I don't get them while you're live. I don't get them
Yeah,
when I watch it on
Moses is probably talking about Anthony.
repeat.
Yeah,
I've never
but
had one on the
they're
live.
not supposed. They're off while live. It's not supposed to show. So
Was he? I didn't know about Sully's background. I really haven't even seen the movie. But yeah, from what I heard, it was a fucking awesome fucking landing.
yeah, I don't know why it does that. It is off. But anyway, any Globers?
Go ahead. Sorry.
Any Globers coming in?
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on, Sean Hawkins is streaming us.
Is he?
He's got a whole 10 Globers in there. So
Really?
Oh,
Obviously,
he keeps
part of
asking
them-
me. He keeps asking me, "Am I still scared of him?" And I'm like, "Well, not. It's not. I'm scared of you, Sean. It's more
Yeah, you are scared. Yes, you are scared of me.
that you just don't accept that you're. What was it? The Polaris Challenge that's been debunked, and you don't acknowledge
wow.
it.
No, the Polaris Challenge has never been debunked. Not by you motherfuckers.
He debunked it himself.
He's the guy's a moron, and he
He's
thinks
an
I'm scared
idiot.
of him.
You are scared of me. You're terrified.
I'm actually going to get it. I'm going to get it up. Michael actually made an awesome video about that a few years ago.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
I've debunked it as well with Mick West. Mick West shows that the stars get closer to the horizon and they slow down. But if the
No, you haven't debunked anything.
Polaris Challenge shows 15 degrees of, what is it, for every 15, every 60 nautical miles or whatever it is, it drops by 1 degree. But
Right. Yes, it does.
in real world, it doesn't even do that. It might do that on the model, but in real world, they slow down as they get to the horizon, and it don't matter
No, they don't slow down when they get to the horizon. Sorry.
what the reason is. It can be refraction or elephant's testicles. What matters is it doesn't do the 1 degree every 60 nautical miles or whatever it is that he claims, and that's the whole.
It does 10 degrees above the horizon, from horizon to horizon, but on a flat Earth, it can only work 1 or 2 places, 1 or 2 locations, 2 max. So you're wrong, and you're a fucking coward.
Principle of his Polaris Challenge. And it still doesn't acknowledge that it's been debunked because it doesn't even happen in the first place. That's a moron.
That was quite a comparison there, Anthony.
Yeah, there goes my lunch.
The thing is, he's able to come in now, isn't he?
We should be
Why
able.
don't you come in then, Sean?
Yeah. We'll
Let's
keep
hear all
quiet.
this
You can,
opinion.
Oh, you'll keep quiet. No, I no. The challenge is to debate Anthony Riley.
You've got.
Not all of you fuckers. I've already dealt with you assholes.
yeah, we'll keep quiet. You can talk to Anthony.
No, I'd rather not talk to him.
There you go. He's a fucking coward. Say the quiet parts out loud, motherfucker. Listen to this cowardly piece of shit.
He reported me for a thumbnail. I took one of Alan's cartoons with Pinocchio.
Yeah, pornographic cartoon. As your thumbnail, I reported it. Yes.
And Snow White. And he
Michael,
reported that.
Yeah, you want to see what the thumbnail was? Because good old YouTube hadn't fucking taken it down yet. But you use the wrong word and they'll fucking delete your goddamn channel, right? Where is it? There it is. There it is. Lie to me, Pinocchio. Lie to me. That's pornographic, motherfucker.
I can't seem to get your channel now. What's going on?
You never can.
Why does it always do that?
You never can.
Can you send me a link of the
God.
channel again?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just never.
And again, why would I want to fucking go on somebody's channel who has me blocked? Why?
Always struggling to get your channel.
When was the last time you made a video, Michael?
A while ago.
No, it's I haven't had no alerts or nothing.
So it's in private chat.
So you can't find his channel? You're not subscribed to him? See, all the channels I'm subscribed to are on the side on the sidebar of YouTube. No problem at all to find them.
Hey, I see Vlad in chat. Hey, Vlad. How we doing?
Good to see you, man. Okay, let's see if I can get that video quickly.
See, regarding making videos, Roger, I just do them when I feel urged to do them. You know?
Yeah, I remember that. It's just you haven't had urge in a while, huh?
No. Well, we've been talking about TFE, haven't we, for last month, right? So
It's a hot topic, man.
I refuse to cover it on my channel or talk about
don't
it
blame
enough
you.
on here.
Yeah, that's why I was
get
in
a
the
lot.
mood for something different tonight.
Yeah.
Have I seen the ads on YouTube lately? Oh,
Uh,
I haven't seen those. I don't get ads on YouTube.
I'm trying to find that.
Vlad's in chat. How come you haven't been on panel for a while, Vlad?
You want to come in? Send him a link. We could talk with him for a minute.
I can't send him.
Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm going to be away next week, so I probably won't be uploading.
Dedicated
on
to
YouTube.
Sean Hawkins.
So I thought before I do go
Get that for a
on, I'll leave
thumbnail.
you with a little gift. Let's put this heliocentric buffoon to bed once and for all.
You've accurately modelled reality, Sean.
Yep. Parallel light rays, all pointing to the same position in space.
Cool. How come only one of your sticks points to Polaris?
They all point to Polaris. Polaris is fucking huge. It's a goddamn star. It's actually 3 stars that are so close together we just consider them one star. But yeah, they all point to the same place. So do you think things actually get smaller the further they go away? They actually physically get smaller? See, Polaris is wider than the Earth. So every one of these sticks would be pointing to Polaris, which is wider than the Earth. Do you think that it gets smaller, that it only gets this big? That it's only this big? Seriously?
Parallel lines never converge.
Parallel lines have to converge on a flat Earth because we can see the sun when we're in a plane. We can see the sun below our eye level. That means that the light from the sun has to go below our eye level when it's above us. So yeah, parallel lines have to cross on flat Earth.
Ah, what's this then, Sean? It looks like you might possibly have accidentally proved Fkatzoid correct.
No, because every one of these points is not pointing at the same place in space. See, Fkatzoid debunked himself here.
Sean, Polaris's height never changes.
Then why is Fkatzoid showing it is? It is changing. Why is he showing that, Michael?
It just appears to sink towards the horizon as you move further away from it.
Right, appears that it gets lower toward the horizon. Appears so, but the angles change because you're going further away. See, if he was honest, he would have done it to where each point is looking at each person is looking at the same point in space, and they're not. See, this person's looking directly at it, but this person, it's a little lower, a little lower, a little lower, a little lower. So at 0, with a person that's a little further, that's at the equator, Polaris physically has to be here, or else parallel lines cross. See, Fkatzoid's problem is he's trying to combine perspective and orthographic. That's what he's trying to do, and he fucked up. He didn't even get it right because the spacing would be shorter here and further apart here.
On a flat plane due to perspective. So then, as you move away from it...
I mean, this isn't even a good example of perspective.
Elevation angle gets smaller over distance. You moron.
So that's his answer to the Polaris challenge, which he completely fucking failed.
Just had to play that. There's the link.
I saw one of them there. What? Oh, you deleted it. I like that comment. Your breathalyzer is going off through the screen because of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He used a 3D printer to make those models, didn't he?
No, I didn't. I used art foam or craft foam, that foam core stuff, and hot glue and barbecue skewers.
That was like cardboard.
No, can you remember that? Can you remember that other one where he got something drawn on paper and it looked like he got it out of a dustbin?
Yeah. Oh man.
I love the SpongeBob music in the background.
that's Drunken Sailor. That's a good song.
Yeah,
I know. I just reminded me.
Does anybody remember who did the gag?
Yeah, that's a good song for Michael Kahn, Drunken Sailor.
Video about Sean where he was basically losing his shit all the time, and it was when he was shouting at people. One of them was I can't remember it, but it was someone that did a gag video on him. It was really good.
When he were moaning about Wolfie, weren't they?
And dancing in his kilt. Was it that one?
It was when he was kicking off with Jose JG Gonzalez, and he was saying, "I still like you, but I'm really fucked off," and it was just awesome how they put it together. I can't remember who it was though.
I really like you, JJ.
That chuffing blowing on paper was best one by QMF, but
oh yeah,
that one.
But yeah, I can't play it unfortunately.
No.
QMF
It's Jose JG.
See, that's what I was talking about, where I took a piece of paper, and I can't do it because it's too heavy, but blew across the top of it, and the paper went up because I created pressure without a containment. Without containment, I created a higher pressure on the bottom and a lower pressure on the top without containment. It's called Bernoulli's principle. And they mocked me for that, still mocking me for that, by the way. But every time SSUM or anyone else brings it up, they praise him for it. That shows how dishonest these motherfuckers are.
Gonzalez still around?
As far as I know. I don't know if he's got a channel anymore.
I haven't. No, he's just vanished into thin air. I think he stopped like 2 years ago. I think he realized that people aren't taking him seriously.
Yeah, he can't be a flat earther and then go back to the ball and expect to be taken seriously. That's why Ranty can't come back, and if he does, he'll just still not be taken seriously. Jose is the same. Jaren's going to be in that same category.
Taken seriously by flat earthers? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck if you take people seriously?
Yeah, Jaren's like thinking he's the new Golden Globe boy. No, he's become the joke.
Mm-hmm.
Among who? Liars?
Jose JG Gonzalez, Ranty, and Jaren, what have they all got in common? They're all retards.
Well, the only thing Jaren's making videos about is trying to make fun of NASA still for some reason. I don't get it.
Says the guy who stalks kids and grooms them.
I mean, if you're going to make fun of the people you're joining, it's not going to work out for you very well.
Well, the thing is, now the people are going to start calling him out for hypocrisy because he's claiming, well, they can't fake the sun, but they can fake space.
The only thing I'm calling Jared out for is still having flat Earth videos up and grifting off them. That's what I'm calling Jared out on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's still he admits that the Earth isn't flat. He's left the flat Earth cult, but he's still grifting off the fucking videos. And someone gave the excuse the other day, well, you know, he's got a lot. He's doing it baby steps. Dude. You go into YouTube Studio. Go content. See these little box. Oh, you can't see them, can you? Little boxes here. See these boxes? Yeah, I can click that one, that one, that one, or I can click the little box up here and it highlights all of them. And then you go into actions and you got edit, select, edit. You can edit whatever you want to in them in bulk. More actions. Delete forever. Not too hard to fucking do, man. Not hard to do at all if you're honest.
Stupid, man. It's just going to get dumber.
Yeah, it's dumb.
He can't be on the ball Earth side then if he's still taking the piss out of NASA. Oh, I know what he is. He's one of these people that doesn't know if he's male or female. He doesn't know whether he's on the globe side or the flat Earth side. So he's
Jesus fucking Christ. This is why flat earthers are the most repulsive motherfuckers on the planet.
confused. That's what he is.
Whatever he feels like that day, that's what he is. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a flat earther, but I'm not a baller. I identify as some
Listen to the massive shit this motherfucker talks.
in the middle.
The reason he's afraid of me is when we were on Jose J.G. Gonzalez's show, he came in one time with a page that was supposed to be a photocopy of his letter to the New York Times, the London Times, right? And he had a highlighted paragraph that I think was put there by, like, when he searched for terms and Google gave him results, and you click on the link, it'll have what's pertinent to your search highlighted. I think Google did that, but when he showed it on the screen share, he didn't cut that part out, and it fucked him. And as soon as I saw that and read it, I was like, no, wait, show the highlighted paragraph, Anthony. No, I want to talk about this. No, show the highlighted paragraph. This proves you wrong, Anthony. And he wound up rage quitting because I demanded he fucking show that paragraph, but he wouldn't. That's why he's terrified of me, because he knows I can tear him the fuck apart in a debate easily.
Is an Elio Flatfordite?
Well, he still worships.
Yes, retracting the Challenger comments is a big fucking part of it.
Thank you, Royd, for becoming a member. King Rooster. Woo! Really appreciate it. You rock, man. Thank you very much for the support. Sorry, go on, Roger.
Yeah, he still worships Bob and Rob Skiba. He'll mention them like every other show at least, and rest in peace thing constantly. But I think that's what he's clinging on to in his mind. He
identified.
You motherfuckers worship Flatzoid. He's your flurf daddy.
I'll tell you something. If ever there's a sinking ship in flat Earth, that's it. Holding on to Bob Nodell and his legacy. I mean, that's like the Titanic, isn't it? It's a slow sinking thing over a many thousand of miles or whatever it was that it took for it to sink. That's Bob Nodell's rest in peace legacy. Shout out to Bob.
I think he identifies as a trans Home Depot glober.
Well, I went on Speaker's Corner, and he's like going on about Home Depot while I was talking to him. Like, where did this come up? And I'm like, dude, like concrete over distance, it has tolerance. You're not going to get a solid level million Home Depots side by side. It's not going to work. He agreed with me on that, and I thought he had saw what I'd said, but he kept going on about it. It's still a thing in his mind, I guess.
Yeah.
Home Depot earther for sure.
Home Depot, I agree. Yeah. This is Sean Hawkins, guys.
Say something. Go on.
Can't look at him without laughing. Sorry.
So we're watching Sean Hawkins watching us.
This is a mirror for you.
Yeah, let's make it this way. Sean, you can come in. Well, let's see who's in this chat. Citizen 9, Mr. B. You were mopped. Oh, Chris. I haven't seen Chris for a while.
No up for you are mopped if he's in that chat. No up for him.
Nope. I agree. Patio Furniture, whoever that is. Gregory Nitsky. Fkatzoid'S perspective. The Drunken Show. Oh, poor Mike. I've decided to leave Mike alone because he's been emailing me lately. Everybody wants to debate me on his show. Not interested. After the messages I saw, he left to his
Yeah, not interested. Yeah, absolutely.
community after our chat. The guy's vile. Sorry, I lost all my respect.
Are you vile now, Mike? Oh, poor Mike. Mike's vile now. Because he called SSU out for fucking being a bullshit artist.
Fine.
I don't know why you waste your time with him, Flats. I really don't.
No.
Whim? Whim? I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird way to use that word.
I gave him the benefit of the doubt, but he showed his true colors after the chat. So
They're all the same, man.
sorry, Mike. Not going to waste my time with you, man.
They'll just want to freeload off you. In future, if you want to debate, they come to your channel and you'll get
Hey,
up,
that's
man.
my whole thought. If the guys want to debate, they can come here. Just like tonight, it's open.
But see, that's not a debate. Me going on your channel is not a debate. A debate is structured. A debate has a moderator. A debate has rules. A debate is set up so that neither person has control over the mute button or the boot button. But you're a cowardly little bitch, Flatzoid. You have to have your posse to back you up, to talk over the opposition. That's what you require.
Open for them. Why aren't they here? What the hell is that?
Who's taking photos?
That was me. I'm taking screenshots of everybody. If you're on screen, you're shot. No, I'm doing it on my phone.
Okay, let's see if we can go through this video a bit more. See what's going on.
Right.
Wow.
How did we get onto Sean Hawkins from this?
I don't know.
Because you're obsessed about me, man. I live rent-free inside your little tiny brains.
Really
Because of
bored,
Polaris.
that's what it is.
Because of Polaris.
Yeah.
Look at this. Wow.
Oh, we can see most of the truck that we copied and pasted in there from a digital thing, right? Oh, we can still see the truck. Earth must be flat because we're using CGI.
That's based on the globe. Phew. Big difference.
I love his pants. He does them I get like at least 3 a week.
That could be it, Mike.
Ballers said that Flash don't go and do the same observation on different days.
Well, that's the whole point to him right here. Yeah.
But that's
Right, yeah. See, all you have to do is just change the date up here. That's different days.
the thing that pisses me off with his anti-flat earth as well.
We're still waiting on Flatzoid's second sunrise video, aren't we? Aren't we still waiting on that? And the second video that what's his fuck was supposed to do, the one that said, "Oh, I was below sea level and I could see the thing." Yeah, we're still waiting on a follow up to that one, right?
I mean, look at the days when Anthony and Rankin and went to do like the lighthouse operations and things. They were so finicky on literally, oh, your belly's on the sand, but how high are you literally? Did you measure it to the inch, to the centimeter? But when you get a damn glober taking an observation, they don't have to have their camera.
And then they go to Antarctica and come back with loads of videos with no information with them whatsoever.
No timestamps.
Not even measuring how high their camera was off the ground or nothing.
What do you mean? We know how high their cameras were off the ground. They showed them on other cameras, dumb fuck. We had a comparison between them and people.
I think it's just they can just put it there. It's fine. But as soon as a flat earther does something, you're wrong. I mean, look at my observation I did with the sunrise. Now they're all saying I'm lying.
Yeah, you are. Yes. Yeah. Time and date, the sunrise calculator, every bit of evidence, every bit of fucking data we have on the sun, on where it rises, what its azimuth is, what its bearing is, says it rises at 118 degrees. You pointed your phone over here and said, "See, it rises to it's rising at 123. See, watch. That's what you did, Flatzoid. You took your phone, you showed the phone like this, and then when the camera panned down, you moved it over. You moved the camera over. You had to pan the camera over to line it with the sun after moving the camera up straight from the phone. Right? You had to go that and then move over. We all saw it. And why didn't you use a theodolite app, man? Pretty easy to get. Let's see, where is it? Where's the one I use? When GPS tools. Here it is, navigation camera, right here. See? Gives you angles, elevation angles, compass readings, tilt angles, and it shows you exactly what your fucking phone's looking at. Why didn't you use that at Flatzoid?
Because their first excuse was, no, you used them a steel table and a steel chair, and then I put a magnet under the wooden chair, and then I didn't show it.
Wait, steel chairs? Did you just say steel chair? Did you just say steel chair, Flatzoid? Because you claimed it was concrete.
Because their first excuse was, no, you used them a steel table and a steel chair, and then I put a magnet under the wooden chair, and then
No, there was metallic things holding the wooden stool together. Yeah, but you claimed it was a concrete chair, Flatzoid. That's what you claimed.
I didn't show it aligned properly, and
no, you didn't. And you used true north instead of magnetic north. That's what you did, Flatzoid. And then you said it rose 123 degrees, which is completely against all the data we have. And then you said, "Oh no, it's there. See that bright light there? That's where the sun's rising. That was due south." Man, it was a fucking spotlight. And then it rises at 247 degrees back there, east. That's what you said, Flatzoid.
And then why didn't I put in the same frame? I lied, and it's not. Now I even apparently lied about my destination as well.
You had a fake vacation too, didn't you?
You ever read The Boy Who Cried Wolf, Flatzoid? The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Boy Who Cried Wolf is one of Aesop's fables, numbered 210 in the Perry Index. Perry Index. From it is derived the English term to cry wolf. What's the moral of the boy who cried wolf? When a wolf actually does appear, the villagers do not believe the boy's cries for help, and the flock is destroyed. The moral of this story is that liars will not be rewarded, even if they tell the truth. No one believes them. You're the boy who cries wolf, dipshit. You've lied so many times, no one believes you, even if it is the truth.
So, that just reminds me of the young Mr. Cheswick
Someone
song.
tried telling me that you were in about 13 different locations. I was thinking, what?
Damn.
It's ridiculous.
Well, it just says, "Trust me, bro."
But you know the difference between me and TFE? I gave my date and time, and I did it live.
Yeah.
And I used 3 different phones for the compasses.
why didn't you just use a compass? Or again, a theodolite app.
Weird.
So does
Your location
the
will always the same, though, isn't it?
And they were the same.
So, question for you, Flash. Do the regular compasses work in South Africa?
Have you seen
Yeah,
Peter's video, Flats?
I watched it today. What a. Let me put it this way.
Is this Markley?
The guy, no, PT,
PT.
he's not even worth it to reply. That's how bad it is.
You mean he debunked you? He proved you wrong.
It's the same as when I tried to explain to him that time on geometry.
Here's let's look at Petey's. Now that he brings it up, he probably won't play it. This is Petey's latest video. Real quick.
Let's see where the globe claims. Their sun actually rises there. It's around about 122, 123, guys.
See, look, he goes down and he has to turn the camera. Then he raises up and he has to go left.
It's around about 122, 123, guys. And that's what I've been observing for the last, every time we've been up here trying to observe the sunrise. 185 degrees south. Guys, that's where the sunrise is in Uvongo, South Africa, KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa.
185 degrees south. See, when something is made out of metal and it wants to attract the compass to it, it's going to give you a reading. 185 degrees south is that way, Flatzoid. The sun's over there. 185 degrees south is that way.
At 5:15 a.m. on the 21st of...
So he said, yeah, it's 118
every
degrees.
time we've been up here.
Same location, same railing, same buildings.
Trying to observe the sunrise.
Right?
185
so now it's 185 degrees.
degrees south. Guys, that's where the sunrise is in Uvongo, South Africa, KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa, at 5:15 a.m. on the 21st of December.
And actually 185 degrees south is southeast. So Flatzoid's claiming here in this part of the video that the sun rises southeast, not southwest, not east, not northeast, not a little bit southeast, but southwest.
2024.
Hey, Master Cleek.
185 degrees south directly.
The odd thing is, look where the sun
That's not 185 degrees south.
is on dates and calc. 118 degrees, as you see. And let me show you more or less where I observed it more or less. Let's go there. We were about 122, 123. Let's say around about there.
And the funny thing is Flatzoid's the only one who's caught this indiscrepancy between where the sun's supposed to rise and where it actually rises. He's the only one who's caught it. Nobody else on the fucking planet has caught this error.
That's where we observed the sun at sunrise. That was where the sun was supposed to be at sunrise.
God damn it, Gump, you're a goddamn genius.
Is a whole 3, 4 or 5 degrees off of what the globe claims.
Why are these panels so small, and why is the date cut off? You'd be forgiven for thinking Flatzoid doesn't want anyone to check and reproduce his work. Truth doesn't fear investigation after all, right? But luckily for us, we can just about make out these numbers. This is where Flatzoid was staying during his summer holidays, and you can tell exactly where he was because of this green artificial turf on the roof. And we can tell the direction of a sunrise too, thanks to these photographs. So we can draw a line from where he was standing straight through the section of this roof. Now this was the base map Flatzoid had chosen to deceive us. This orange line is the globe prediction of 118 degrees, and this is where he pointed his cell phone to get a compass reading of about 122 to 123 degrees. Can anybody speculate why he chose this map and not the satellite view? Of course, we all know why. He just didn't want us to see
Love
the
it.
orange 118-degree line going through this roof. And this wasn't where he was standing either. It was more like here. So what do you think? Did Fkatzoid deliberately point his phone to the right of the sun, just to avoid confirming the glow prediction?
Absolutely, he did.
I'll let you be the judge.
It's also why he didn't use a theodolite app on his phone, and he also didn't use a mechanical compass. So now it's 122 degrees south. Look at how the sun's off to the left of the thing, right? He's dead center, and he's moving straight up, lining with the phone.
It's around about 122, 123, guys. And that's what I've been observing for the last, every time we've been up here trying to observe the sunrise.
So let's replace Fkatzoid's phony azimuth value of 122 degrees and see what we actually get for the moment of sunrise.
Oh,
so we get 118.14. And this is what I get in my rather basic GeoGebra model. I've entered Fkatzoid's location, and for the moment of his sunrise we can see the sun is almost overhead for Alice Springs, Australia. Note this geometry returned a day length for this location of about 14 hours 9 minutes, which you'll find is pretty close to SunCalc's calculation. And what Fkatzoid conveniently forgets is he'll never see the sun south of him on his day at pizza.
Nope.
How does he see the sun in the south when it's always to his north?
Yeah, it can never go lower than 90, ever.
That's what the globe claims, guys. That's what the globe claims the sun should be. Let me show you where it is.
See him moving it?
122, 23? Oh, yeah, I get you. Yeah.
See him having to move over? He wasn't doing the move over last time.
120.
But he does it here.
22, 23? Oh, yeah, I get you. Yeah.
Oh no. Get it. Nudge it in there. Nudge it in there.
And there's the sun.
Oh.
See how he's to move over to the right to go back down to the camera, down to the phone?
Oh. 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 Oh.
23, 122. It's around about 122, 123, guys.
Right. Right.
Yes, your phone's pointing that direction, but that's not where the sun is.
Look at that.
See, and these fuckers will believe every word he fucking says. They're that gullible.
That's what sun looks like.
So if you're not subscribed to Petey, you're missing out. So anyway,
when he's trying to explain perspective in orthographic view, remember that. It's exactly the guy doesn't understand what's going on, but he's trying to tell us we're wrong, and then he makes the point for me while he's trying to tell me I'm wrong.
Wait, what? Is he still talking about? Is he talking about Petey?
And I used 3 different phones for the compasses. Weird.
So the location always the same though, isn't it?
And they were the same.
So, question for you, Flash. Do the regular compasses work in South Africa?
Have you seen Peter's video, Flats?
I watched it today. Let me put it this way.
Careful. We just watched it. Careful now.
Is this Markley?
The guy, no, PT. He's not even worth it to reply. That's how.
Oh, by the way, what I wrote is Peter Markley. Since when is Peter Markley a Glover? The reason I wrote that is I wasn't sure who Peter Markley was. I'm not subscribed to his channel. He's a fucking religious guy. I don't fucking care for it. But he was with MC Toon last night debating dumb fucks. Can't remember who it was. Was where the fuck is it? Yeah, here it is. He was debating Alan and Dominic. But if you look, let's see if we can find a. Yeah, I came in right there, and I'm like, that's Peter Markley? So that's why I posted it. It's like, when did Peter Markley become a Glover? Anyway, sorry.
How bad it is.
I've deleted the post.
It's the same as when I tried to explain to him that time on Geometry, when he's trying to explain perspective in orthographic view. Remember?
Right, that's what you did, Flatzoid. You combined perspective and orthographic view.
Remember that? It's exactly that. The guy doesn't understand what's going on, but he's trying to tell us we're wrong, and then he makes the point for me while he's trying to tell me I'm wrong.
No, he didn't. No, you're wrong, Flatzoid. See, you tried to combine orthographic and perspective, and that's not allowed. Once you combine orthographic into perspective, you create a perspective view. It's no longer orthographic.
And then now with this one, he just said, you said you're here, but you were here.
Right, yes, he was being precise, which you're not. See, that's part of science, Flatzoid, being precise.
No, I'm literally where I said I was. I think I can see. I put photos, videos, everything where I was.
Yeah, you didn't know where you were because you got the location wrong. See, all you had to do is just click on where you were. You could see it was obvious where the fuck you were. But you chose a different location, Flatzoid.
And then he says, but you were looking at 118 degrees. No. It's not 118 degrees.
No, you were looking at you had the camera or you had your phone pointed at 123. But then when you lifted up and panned over, you looked at 118.
Yeah, I read the compass report here right there. It was with 120.
Just because he says, no, therefore I'm wrong.
Well, trust.
No, because of the proof, you're wrong. What he proved proves you wrong. What he showed proves you wrong. There was no nuh-uh about it.
Bro.
Yeah. We can actually go through PT's video after this, I think. And I can show you. It's really ridiculous. And then I can show you he doesn't understand what parallax is.
Yes, Peter Markley is a very after I figured it out, then I'm like, oh yeah, I know Peter Markley. I've seen him before. But yeah, I just don't watch his videos.
Oh, Jay Tolan's making videos again. Do you see that?
Oh.
TJ put one on. Yeah.
I like Jay Tolan's observations, but I am a bit scared.
I mean, this whole thing is fucking ridiculous. They claim that TFE used Unreal Engine, which makes it fake, but then he's showing this piece of shit that's using Unreal Engine to prove a point.
Skeptical on what he
subscribed from him.
Yeah, he's a bit dodgy to me. He does still sound like a Glober with some of the things he says and how he presents it. That's the only thing that bothers me with him. But otherwise, yeah.
The one thing he did in the video that PJ had was he kind of debunked the moon landing footage, is what he was doing. Which is good.
Yay! Good to see you, no fanfare. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, no fanfare didn't stick around at all, did he? He left post haste.
See, there you can see the truck, just like in reality. Now, I want to ask you something. What he showed you, did that mimic what was observed or not?
Yes, it did.
And which one mimicked what we observed?
The flat Earth one is pretty close to it. Real close.
Odd. Very odd.
Strange.
And that's really weird because anytime you reproduce a scene based on heights and locations of objects in Walter Bisselin's Earth curve calculator, and then you switch from it to the flat Earth version, the flat Earth version doesn't match the photograph of that scene.
See what's nice to have cesium in Unreal Engine. See how it renders all of it out.
It is nice.
It takes the elevations, it takes everything precisely from Google Earth.
He downloaded Unreal Engine, 4 days ago? And now he's a fucking expert on how it's nice to have cesium. Fucking wannabe motherfucker.
Now here's the actual footage here, I think.
Yeah. It's the real footage.
So if Duffy's got some observations, we can help him out with that. He needs.
Where are the bottoms of those mountains, dude? Those mountains. Where are the bottoms of them? Right back here. Where are the bottoms of these mountains?
Duffy's got some observations. We can.
I mean, you can see up the top there. He's on the flat Earth side of it, but you can't see the bottoms of these mountains, which is exactly what we see in reality.
So if Duffy's got some observations, we can help him out with that. He needs it. We can show him flat observations all day. Have no problem with it. Yeah.
What is it with all these anti-flat earthers, lady? They look
Debatable D brings up a good point. Did he actually take his phone? So you want to do this. What you're doing is when you do this, you're scrambling the phone's orientation with the magnetic field of the Earth. And then when you stop, it knows, it basically resets itself. I'm not sure exactly how it works. I'd like to research it. I might watch a video about that. But that's what Fkatzoid should have done. Do it this way, and then you can do it this way. You just randomly do figure eights.
look sickly. Why?
Yeah, they do.
Is it just me, or am I seeing things? But they all look sickly.
Well, they all took you know what, didn't they?
Have you seen Mark Sargent, motherfucker? The guy's goddamn near translucent.
It's like
he looks like he's never been out of fucking Skinner box in his life, man. Mark Sargent looks like he has never stepped foot outside in direct sunlight ever.
The stress is getting too much for them or something.
I think it's the lies that they're swallowing. They don't realize it, but it is.
Or maybe they're just...
Have you seen fucking, what's her name? Sharon B, or what's her fucking name? Have you seen her? Looks like a homeless person they dragged out of a dryer vent.
Aging very fast.
Mm-hmm.
In a bad way, by the way, not good.
Oh, they all look sick because they all have demons. Oh my God.
And Simon Dan struck.
Karen B. Thank you.
I like that.
I mean, I could see her logo right there, that white logo with the green writing and the dove, but I couldn't fucking remember it.
What does this tell you, guys? Simon Dan shouldn't try to debunk anything.
Nope.
Okay, thanks, Debatable.
I said I did a stream on this earlier, and
Yeah.
he's out of his league, dude. That's really what it is. He shouldn't even try this stuff. If he should go out in the field and see what it really was like. But it's easier.
But you see, the sad thing is, all Simon Dan's followers, like I said, is only going to see his part of this. They're not going to see Heath Comedy's part. They're just going to look at Simon Dan and then just accept it as truth. That's it. And then Heath Comedy will just get a whole bunch of trolls. Oh, Simon Dan, I've whipped your ass, blah, blah.
I'm going to make some coffee. I haven't had any coffee this morning. And I'm just going to let it play. I mean, the only reason I comment, well, because it pisses me off when people say stupid shit. But I comment so that I can't get struck for, copyright or whatever, get struck. So I have to, you got to pause it once in a while. But everything that I want to comment on, I've said 1,000 times before in 100 other fucking live streams. It's just I sound like a broken record.
Blah, blah. In the meantime, Simon Dan is literally the biggest dunce you can find.
I don't know. I don't see why they have channels, man. To be honest with you, they're not even. They're just fascinated with the space and whatnot. They don't know anything about it. They don't understand flight. Don't understand anything. But yet they're experts.
Well, they do stand in the circle and sing Kumbaya and then say the same word. So therefore, they are experts, man.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's all I need to do. I can start my own channel.
Because remember, they got the new Oracle, ChatGPT. So the Oracle helps him a lot with information needed. The sad thing is about ChatGPT gets debunked by ChatGPT.
ChatGPT is just like a baller.
Uh-huh.
Very easy to prove wrong.
Yeah, it keeps contradicting itself, just like these guys.
Well, maybe it's a good thing in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
It's a puppet, dude. It's a puppet.
They're almost
master.
adorable.
Somebody's feeding it information.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's just sucking it up, including Simon Dan and his followers.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah, because Flatzoid's never used ChatGTP.
Look how they literally have to flatten the Earth out.
How far was that?
I don't know.
I think that's 50 miles to the next. The
Look how big he has to make the radius to work, just so you can see his truck on a globe.
Yeah, there's no way you should see it.
Halfway radius between globe and flat. That's insane.
Yeah, that's a lot of refraction.
A lot.
A whole lot.
Mm-hmm. Opposite directions, exactly.
It should be exactly the same, right?
Insane.
Insane in the membrane.
That was a good little video.
Insane in the brain.
Yeah, he's just showing them the contradiction. They're not able to.
This is why I don't get why Ranty and other people would actually run away from the observations and topic after he did all that.
That's why I say Ranty is still a flat earther. He was paid out. You can't tell me Ranty saw observations that they did and then go back to what he says and then literally ignore everything he saw.
You can literally pit Ranty's old videos against his baller videos.
And he debunks himself.
Exactly. Guys, please hit the likes, share the show. Really appreciate you all, by the way. And if you know any ballers that want to come in, let them know. It's their night to shine. So anyway, I've got 173 votes. The global religion is dying. Yes, 69%. No, 31%. The
Where was
globe is
31% or set?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What exactly did I say I want to show after this? Oh, PT. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to PT. Whoa, Creaky Blinder did a video on me.
Oh,
21 minutes ago.
Nice. He's probably calling you a liar too.
You won't believe what Fkatzoid thinks his finger proves. What?
Your finger.
My finger. Okay, let's see that one. That should be interesting.
This is the same.
Yes, Ranty finally came to his senses and realized that, well, yeah, angular size means everything. That you can take an orthographic view of angular size and it shows you what you should be able to see on a flat Earth. And it did not match reality.
Finger that Sean Hawkins used in that last video?
I don't know. Let's see.
Welcome back. In today's video, we will dissect delusions, smack down pseudoscience, and have a good laugh while doing it. Today's specimen, a classic from the Flat Earth's Greatest Misses collection, my pal Fkatzoid. And his, shall we say, creative interpretation of how sunsets work. So let's crack on, shall we?
What?
How
Okay.
sunsets work.
Creative interpretation. Okay. Let's see.
I love his hat.
But before we do...
Huh?
I love his hat. His boggin.
He does seem to be degressing the older he gets. It's sort of like he looks like, like the old timer drug dealer.
Hey, oh my pocket.
He's going for Miyagi look.
He looks like a crayon. That's what I was going to say.
Crayon. A coloring book.
He's to be fair, he's definitely a work of art.
Oh yeah.
He reminds me of one of those guys from Devo, that band in the 80s.
Yeah. Crack that whip. Take your mama's back.
His little hat, his little helmet there.
I've actually seen them play here in the States. They're still playing music, man. Devo's still around. Yeah, they wear the planter hats too.
His teeny weeny beanie. That's what that is.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Today's video is sponsored by Saily.
Shut up and sit down, you big bald. Please subscribe.
Okay.
To everything. Please, just easy, reliable internet.
Okay, we don't need anything. We just
Pick your plan. Place the normal where the other way.
Okay.
Well, if you run a SIAP, you got to pay for it.
I'm sorry, I don't want to be mean, but every time I see a guy with a nose ring, I just feel like taking.
You want to pull it out? Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just one of those things.
15% off at checkout.
Check out.
You love my brother. My brother's completely covered in piercings and tattoos, so he's worse than Creaky. My brother was an artist, though. He did it for a living.
Oh, well, we're home. Right, back to the video.
Okay. Okay. That's what the globe claims, guys.
Well, I'll take your word for it, pal, because you haven't actually told us what we claim that about.
Yes. That's exactly what the globe claimed on the 25th of December at 4:50 in the morning when the sun rises, 4:52, 4:53. The sun would rise at 118 degrees southeast. That's what it's pointing to.
And Flats, where did you get that information from, sir? Was it like
From Globers? Oh. From Globers. I even made a community post for it.
Yeah.
Because our dear friend Andrew Johnston even made a prediction before I did it.
And he was off, right?
Oh yeah, he was off. Let's go to that.
Here's today's connections. I said I wanted to do these whenever I was streaming, if I thought of it. So, had possessed, held. Bore. There we go. Owned. What the fuck? I have never met a nice South African. No. Dream, snore, drool. Haunted? No. Talk. There we go. Things you do in your sleep. Haunted, wicked, venom, gingerbread. Fuck. Were you silenced over there? I didn't see you posting anything. So fuck, gingerbread. Fuck. 1, 2, 3, 8. What? Movies? Movie series. There we go. Full, haunted, white, gingerbread, full house, haunted house, white house, gingerbread house. Okay. There we go.
How do I? Doesn't want to make it bigger. Open image, new tab.
I get them eventually.
Why? Well, anyway, here's Andrew Johnston's thing. You can see where he put the star, remember? And he says, "You failed so badly last year, Flatso's perspective. Do try harder this time. You'll have to get up pretty early tomorrow because the sun rises at 9 minutes to 5 in the morning. We expect some awesome photos from you from your new 20-year-old camera." Well, the new 20-year-old camera gave beautiful photos, didn't it?
The tab refreshed and the chat refreshed, so I can't even unhide you. What? I don't know. Did you accidentally block Mike?
Star is look what he says. The star is about where the sun will rise at 108.
Did you? Oh, debatable.
18 degrees truth, 146 degrees magnetic.
So what's this thing I'm supposed to do? I'm tired of listening to this motherfucker make excuses. Where is it? I've never met a nice South African. Is it YouTube? It watched, so I'm guessing it is. Is it a song? Satirical anti-apartheid song? I guess that's the one we're doing. Oh, and Fkatzoid'S chat.
My fellow South Africans, I feel it is time for me to tell you the facts as they really are. What? Bananas are marsupials. 2. Cows run on gravy. 3. Salmon live in trees and eat pencils. 4. Reform in South Africa is on the way.
I've travelled this whole world of ours from Barnsley to Peru. I've had sunstroke in the Arctic and a swim in Timbuktu. I've seen unicorns in Burma and a Yeti in Nepal. And I've danced with 10-foot pygmies in a Montezuma hall. I've met the King of China and the working Yorkshire miner, but I've never met a nice South African. No.
Working Yorkshire miner.
He's never met a nice South African, and it's not bloody surprising, man, 'cause we're a bunch of arrogant bastards who hate black people. I once got served in Woolies after less than 4 weeks' wait. I had lunch with Rowan Atkinson when he paid and wasn't late. I know a public swimming bath where they don't piss in the pool. I know a guy who got a job straight after leaving school. I met a normal Merman and a fairly modest German, but I've never met a nice South African. No, he's never met a nice South African, and that's not bloody surprising, man, 'cause we're a bunch of talentless murderers who smell like baboons. I've had a close encounter of the 22nd kind. That's when an alien spaceship disappears up your behind. I've got directory inquiries after less than 40 rings. I've even heard a decent song by Paul McCartney's Wings. I've seen a flying pig in a quite convincing wig, but I've never met a nice South African. No, he's never met a nice South African, and it's not bloody surprising, man, 'cause we're a bunch of ignorant love nuts with no sense of humour. I've met the Loch Ness Monster and he looks like Fred Astaire. At the BBC in London he's the chief commissioner. I know a place in Glasgow which is bright with daffodillies. I met the man in Kathmandu who claimed to have 2 willies. I've had a nice pot noodle, but I've never had a poodle. And I've never met a nice South African. No, he's never met a nice South African, and it's not bloody surprising, man, because we've never met one either. Except Brighton back, and he's emigrated to Paris. Yes, he's got a nice South African, and he's hardly ever killed anyone, and he's not smelly at all, that's why they put him in prison.
Awesome.
Correct? That's where he said.
I see that.
Then I went and I did my observation. Whoopsie. There's 118, just like he said. Where's the sun?
No, dude, you wrote this. This is what you put. See, this is your video, man. Observation kills the globe. You think he put this on his video? Is that what you think, Flatzoid? This is your work.
Nowhere near it.
This is where you say the Earth, the globe says it should have rose, but this is where you saw it. See, you put the 122 there. This should be the 118, and you said it rose here.
Yeah.
Look at how dishonest this motherfucker is.
So can anybody tell me again how I'm wrong?
No, but Creaky's going to tell us here in a minute, ain't he?
Yeah. Let's see what Mr. Creaky has to say.
That's where the globe
Okay.
comes essentially. Let me show you where it is.
You still haven't told us where you are, because what?
It's literally got my location on screen. And also, to pay attention, wasn't that like the 4th time I tried to do that sun observation at my location? So everybody knows where I was.
Obviously, he's got one-way lenses in his glasses.
Should you be able to go back? Oh, no. It wouldn't yeah, you should. No. Never mind. Sorry.
They're in the wrong way.
It's quite weird because everybody was on my live streams for like all the time. It was like my 4th attempt to get the sunrise. So everybody knew where I was, same place as always, and it literally has the latitude and longitude on screen for you. Creaky?
You're showing us with very deep.
Sorry?
He should know that. I mean, if he watched the video.
Mm-hmm. He could have asked as well.
Yeah.
More than happy to tell him.
Dude, if you said you were on Earth, no one would believe you. You're that big of a liar. You have no credibility.
Depending on your location and the time of year, seasons, all that kind of stuff.
25th of December, 2024. Uvong.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Flatzoid on this, dude. Did you not? What the fuck, Creaky? I mean, seriously, it gives his location, and he said his location a couple times. So I mean, what the fuck are you talking about, man?
Ungu, KwaZulu-Natal, latitude and
Seriously?
longitude on screen.
And it was winter. Would that be a season last week?
Yeah, and I even gave the time because I was live. Now, let's compare that to what TFE did. Did we get a time?
Nope.
They just made a claim on a day, and that's it. And said, we think that's south, we think that's north.
No, they did the exact opposite of you, Flatzoid.
That's it.
Very well documented. Yes.
Yeah. But this is exactly what I said earlier. The guys are such hypocrites. They expect you to be pinpoint with everything, backups of everything, but they can just show up and then it's fine.
We are such hypocrites.
For them.
Sorry.
Just trust me, bro.
Yeah.
I got this song stuck in my head. I was watching Mr. Cheswick earlier. It's like, yeah. It's a catchy little tune, though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Just trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro.
The kind of stuff that only happens because the Earth is an oblate spheroid tilted on its axis.
122,
Whoa,
23?
whoa,
Oh, yeah, I
whoa,
guess
whoa.
you're-
I'm glad.
An oblate spheroid tilts it and shows a sphere.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Yes, an oblate spheroid that has a 24-kilometer discrepancy between its width and height, as we see north and south, up and down. So, yeah, that's basically a sphere. See, these idiots think that pair. See, they think oblate spheroid means this when it's in reference to the Earth, but no, it looks more like a Chinese pear. Chinese pear looks more like this, rounder. So just a little wider than it is tall, and a little fatter on the bottom. See, this is more like it. Not this.
It's a geoid. Isn't it?
Hey, Charlie. What's up, man? I accidentally deleted some moderators. Took some wrenches away when I thought it was my block list. Wondering why all my viewers are on my block list. And then after about the 5th name deleted, I realized what the fuck happened.
Face.
No.
So he just made a claim. And by the way, Creaky, you're saying that's what you...
No, he isn't making a claim. He's stating fact. It's a fact that the Earth is an oblate spheroid.
It happened because of the sphere. Then why is it off of this globe prediction? Why is it not showing what the globe predicts? Oh, I know.
It is. You're not showing what the globe predicts. You're lying about it, Flatzoid.
Because reality doesn't...
It's been proven you're a liar. Petey proved you're a liar.
Doesn't match your belief system.
Did you see Royd's comment just now? The dude looks like a cracked gnome, a cracked out gnome.
A weathered garden gnome.
Yeah.
There we go.
God, that's funny.
Glad one of us does, because I still haven't got a clue what he's talking about.
Yeah.
We know.
And there's the sun.
Video about it, fella.
You know that's due to the magnetic
Don't know
declination. That's why you got to calculate.
Telling you that you're wrong, but don't know a note about it.
Yeah. And by the way, guys, even on my first stream, I even used, I did magnetic declination and I did without true north as well, just to show the difference. So, yeah.
You gotta keep moving.
Hey, Mr. Jingles.
23, 122.
Oh, you've been here. Never mind.
It's around about 122, 123, guys.
Right, your phone's pointed there. Not, but your phone isn't pointed toward the sun.
Right.
Right, now I'm still not completely certain where he's headed with this, but I'm sure, like every other flat earther, it'll become as clear as mud really soon. Now, this is just...
Censored. What's it? May censored. What? I made the video. Nothing censored about it. Gave the information.
Me thinking out loud, but you know, if you get like a laser pointer and you point it at something like at the desk you're stood at, it's really easy to control where that dot is. But then if you go outside and point it at something way off in the distance, suddenly it looks like you can't keep your hands still.
Sort of like when you guys claim you can bounce radar off of a little glass on the moon, mirror on the moon.
No, that's not at all like that, dipshit. See, nobody's hand-holding a fucking laser. No one's hand-holding the range-finding laser they used. Because it's a fucking building. It's the size of a goddamn bus, motherfucker.
Trust me, bro.
Jesus Christ. Holy shit.
But it's amazing. These guys always want to play that game. And then when we ask them, okay, how are we able to get radar to...
I'm blocked on his channel. I can't go over there and challenge him. So
pinpoint line of sight to someone hundreds of kilometers away? I know, because it's a flat earth. Wow.
Because of the distance the laser's traveling, that kind of... You see where I'm going with this? So isn't that a bit of a flaw for your very accurate measurements, Flatside? You've just
Sorry, did I say very accurate measurements, or did I say 122 to 123? Or did I say, hey, it's accurate?
It's more accurate than her prediction, though. I can tell you that the prediction.
when he said very accurate, he was being sarcastic.
But let me put it this way. If you see the sun in the sky or the moon, are you able to point your finger towards it?
Yeah.
Because
yes, we can point to where we see it.
you can see it.
Yeah.
So why can't I align a compass to the sun?
You weren't aligning the compass to the sun, Flatzoid. You weren't. It's obvious you weren't. I mean, even when you looked at the phone sitting on the table, it's like this. You weren't even aligning the camera with the phone. You were aligning it to the left of the phone. Actually, it'd be like this. You were aligning it to the left of the phone. The phone was sitting like this. And then when you raised up, the sun was over here. You were nowhere fucking close to lining it up with the sun.
Huh. That's odd. But they expect the guys from TFE to be able to do it. Now, what makes it different to me?
Because they weren't checking the fucking angle of the sun, the azimuth of the sun, the bearing of the sun, the heading. They weren't measuring that, dumb fuck. All they were doing is keeping the thing in the center of the goddamn camera.
Next time you do it, Flats, get a scope.
What a fucking idiot.
And zoom right in on the sun. Just line it up for it.
You see, the thing is they have to make excuses now because the globe's prediction is shown false. That's all.
No, it's not been showed false. You lied about it, Flatzoid. You lied about it. Plus, it can't go south of 90 on a flat Earth. Could never do that. So not only did you lie about its exact placing, it debunks your flat Earth because there's no way the sun could do that. Couldn't be south of you.
Makes sense.
That's it.
And you said it rose at 5 different places. 2 of them completely impossible.
Did your phone in the sun's general direction and you're making some sort of claim about it being in the wrong place, I guess?
See, look. See how his camera that he's videoing the whole thing is in relationship to the phone.
About it being in the wrong place, I guess.
Yeah. So basically it's lined up like this. You're not lined up. If you were lined up with the phone would be like this in the camera. But see how it's at an angle like that? And then you raise up and you're moving the thing around. Look, you're going left and right.
Yeah.
Not everybody's perfect, Flats. You know.
Now he's tilted more to the right, or his camera's tilted more to the left.
Not perfect, you know. They can't get it right all the time.
Well, I agree with you, 100%. And I assume you're talking about people like me, and you're right. We can't get it right all the time, but we still do it a little better than flat earthers because...
Wait. Because why?
They can't get it right any of the time.
Oh, that's it.
So that's his rebuttal to it. No, you're wrong.
No, we've seen you be wrong. We've never seen you be right, Fkatzoid, ever. That's the rebuttal. But you think you're right all the time, and you think everyone else is stupid.
Well, you're really stupid, Leslie. We're just dumb.
Yeah. I'm just dumb. Man.
Yes, you are. You're dumb and dishonest. The most dumb and most dishonest person I've ever run into.
By the way, I have another video coming out about the sunrise and sunset. I was just waiting for all the excuses to come out. Yeah, because people are dumb. The globers are dumb.
Yep. And to answer your question, to address what you said, Charlie, I've tried watching other shit. Nobody wants to watch it. I don't get the viewership like I do reviewing people like Fkatzoid. So...
Hey guys, good to see you guys. Yeah, well, this is Sunday Kkkult, and this is the time of the observation. The globe claimed 118 degrees sunrise. That's the position of the sun from my location.
Right.
Which is exactly where everybody else saw it rise. Fkatzoid. What everybody else who's seen it has seen it rise.
Finally, I can see where this is going. Sun and date calculator, the flat earther's favourite tool that they think helps them when all it does is prove. We all know what it does.
What it does is it predicts.
Yeah, whenever they want to prove something, they always bring up sun and date calc. You know, the sun and sunrise sunset calculator. Right? They all do it until it proves them wrong, and then no, it's wrong. I'm right and it's wrong.
It's a globe prediction, and what I did was I took that globe prediction and I showed it doesn't match observation.
No, you didn't, Fkatzoid. You lied about it. We've proven you lied about it.
It's a good place to go.
This guy reminds me of Planner Walk. He's getting to the point where he's confused and he's not quite sure where he fits in society. I mean, look at him.
He's beyond Planner Walk.
So more transphobia, homophobia. What a sad bunch of fucking assholes.
I don't know. I think he's a little bit behind him and Planner Walk's leading the way, but I think he looks up to Planner Walk in some way.
But you guys understand why I said to Nat?
Like I said, all these motherfuckers, it would do them a world of good to just get bombarded with tranny porn, just to get really deep into it.
She should stop pushing Sundate and Calc.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because look what he's.
Yeah, I mean, he's a transphobe. He fucking grooms kids. He stalks. He preys on children. Anthony Riley preys on children on social media to indoctrinate them and gaslight them with the flat Earth. He's bragged about doing that. That's not me making an accusation. He's actually bragged about it on live streams, on videos, saying how he does it. He lies about his age when he applies for a fucking for an account, and then he goes in and he fucking gaslights them. He's bragged about that. He's also bragged about the fact that he cherry picks information because that's the only way he can win an argument.
He's referencing now. Flat Earthers are using Sundate and Calc. No, not the flat earthers I know, just the fake ones.
Oh, really? So Leo has never used it. Critical, or what's his name? The guy that was here for a while, for a little bit. He's never used it. What the fuck? No fanfare. He's never used it. You're a liar, Flatzoid. You're a pathetic, pathological, fucking piece of shit liar.
He reminds me of that guy called Limey Play. Do you remember him? Slimy Play.
Oh, yeah.
They both can't speak.
The guy that told me when things move away, the angles get bigger.
They do?
Neither of these two can speak properly.
He says, when I move the car away, the angles get bigger. I was like, oh my word.
Your field of view when you go higher gets wider. That's the only thing I can think about in that respect. But everything, when you get away from it, the angle gets bigger.
Yeah, angular size gets smaller of the object, but the angle's getting bigger. Yeah.
So your measurements were 2 or 3 degrees different from the 118.
Oh, he can't count. Oh, he just said they always get it right. 4 degrees.
That's a big difference.
Let's try it again. 119, 120, 121, 122. That's 4. So he can't even count to 4 then. Okay.
You got it.
Well done, Creaky.
Degrees that the globe model predicts, and you don't think that that may be down to the method you used? Because the way
I don't know. The method I used was point the thing at the sun.
No.
You use the degrees on the.
No, the method you used was point the thing to the degree you want it to read, and then look at the sun. That's not not aligned with the phone. That's the method you used, Flatzoid.
Horizon, right? That's what you use.
Last time I checked, it's like, oh, there's the sun. Let me point it towards the sun and see what the measurement is.
But you didn't, Flatzoid. You didn't. See, what you did...
Let's see what Mr. Creaky has to say.
See, what you did...
That's what the globe claims essentially.
You set it up to where you want it to be.
You still haven't told...
Well, that doesn't show it. Anyway, we saw what the fuck he did. When you lifted your camera up, the sun was over here, man. It was off center. You had to move the camera over, and you did it really slow, and you wiggled around a lot. But we caught you lying, Flatzoid.
So, is he saying, let's for instance take a sextant. Are you saying when you look at the sun with a sextant, you're not actually looking directly at the sun?
Yeah, you are. But you weren't using a sextant.
Because it seems to be far away.
And you weren't looking directly at the sun. You were looking a little off to the right.
Is that what he's saying? He's saying I'm squint or something.
What does squint mean? What the fuck? And what does squint mean? Is that something he just made up? Because that's the second time I've seen him use this.
You measured the sun's degrees is like me trying to measure the distance to the moon by walking 1 foot carefully in front of the other until I get there.
Which was on the rooftop at the place we just saw, where I observed it, and the time was around 5:53 a.m. of sunrise. The odd thing is, look where the sun is on dates and calc, 118 degrees as you see, and let me show you more or less where we are actually observed it. Why did he put his rubbish music over my music? It just sounds like sounds rubbish.
This is a hit piece. This is all this is.
Oh, it's a hit piece.
Your ballot,
this is a hit piece. Hit piece means debunk.
Actually doing a real experiment, and it's like he gets the easy job because all he has to do is just
Not
pick
an experiment.
apart.
Yeah, just a point. It's not an experiment. It's an observation, but the observation shows
Right. Observations are experiments, dumb fuck.
I'm wrong.
Right, an observation, my bad. But he gets the easy job of just kind of dissecting and making fun and having. It's just a hit piece. That's all this is.
Yeah, he just wants content.
Fkatzoid, did that app that you used to measure the angle, did that app consider declination either way?
Yes, I said true north and magnetic north on both.
And the difference between the two.
My first two streams, I showed the difference if you put it to magnetic north.
And you never showed the fucking sun. In your first two videos, you never showed the sun. You couldn't see the sun.
And to true north.
And how far out was it? When it was like 5 degrees or 4 degrees?
It was a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah, which way round was it though? When you had it 4 or 5 degrees out, which way was that, with declination or without?
That was with the magnetic north, yeah.
See, to give you a little heads up, Anthony Riley thinks that if you're south of the equator, you can't tell what direction south is with a compass or anything else because you can't see Polaris to line up to go opposite from it. That you can't know where south is, and that's what he thinks. He thinks that when you're using a compass south of the equator, right, it's pointing here to where the North Pole is located on the Earth. That's where your compass is pointing. And compasses don't point toward the ground. That's what he said.
Really? So when it was off?
He is just an extra special example of stupid.
It was miles out.
So when it was true north, it was it's like, yeah, a lot off.
Yeah. Exactly, Citizen 9. Creaky Woods content. Says the guy who's lived off TFE for the last 6 weeks. Absolutely.
That's why I say this whole magnetic thing, magnetic declination that they're placing and stuff.
Yes, they do, Patty.
Is because they're actually trying to counteract that we live on a flat Earth.
Yeah, it's because they can't. If you were to do that with a real compass, an actual physical compass, it wouldn't line up anything like it. So they need.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would point north just like every other compass does. And if you lined it up, you would actually see that it pointed at 118.
Need a just so story to explain why it doesn't line up, and that's what their just so story is.
Magnetic, yeah. Declination.
It's like us.
See, he was using true north when he first started until people started making the comments that no, when you use true north when you're finding directions with a compass. See, 118 would be the compass heading. We don't use true north. When you're looking at something like this now, if you're on a map, it gives you the declination, the discrepancy between true north and magnetic north, and you have to take that into account. But when you're looking at time and date calc, no, it's magnetic north.
Saying the Earth's flat and then getting curvature and measuring curvature and saying refraction, and that would be our just so story, right?
Same idea.
And I got to point out again, guys, This wasn't to say whether the Earth is a globe or it's flat. It's got nothing to do with the floor we stand upon. This was just based on they made a claim and I showed their claim false. That's it. Okay? I don't have to replace it to say, "Whoa, what would the flat Earth show?" I'm just saying, globe has made a claim. I said, okay, let's test your claim, and the claim was shown false. Simple as that.
He really actually thinks he did that, doesn't he? Tell you what, Flatzoid, here's the challenge to you. Do it again, but do it with a Theodolite app. Do it with the Theodolite app. Line the Theodolite app up with a magnetic compass. Make sure, just to validate it, right? Take a magnetic compass in front of you, and then take Theodolite app and point north, away from anything metallic. Do it out on the sand with no furniture nearby, no jewelry on your wrists. Then line everything up. Make sure that the Theodolite app it reads true or magnetic north, agrees with the compass, and then do it. I bet you won't. I'll bet you won't.
More or less.
I tell you what.
Did you hear that? More or less. Now, when you're trying to take accurate measurements, Flatzoid, more or less doesn't cut it, pal.
Did anyone ever once say accurate?
That's what science is, dumb fuck. Science demands accuracy. Why do you think that beakers, like that a beaker in a lab just doesn't have a mark on it that says good enough? No, they're graduated like by the milliliter. See, they have graduation marks on them. It tells you exactly how much you've got in the beaker. See, that's science, Flatzoid. That's science.
No, they didn't.
A Flatzoid beaker would just have 10, 20, 30, 40. It's like, close enough. Whatever.
If he ever tries doing that himself, he'll realise how difficult it is, because you're measuring something based on something right under your nose, but you're aiming it at something at the horizon, and it's below the horizon, so you're not only just lining it up left to right, you've got to try and guess it based on up and down as well, and that's not easy to do, mate.
Yeah, and it's based on accurate enough. I don't need to be 100% accurate, because the whole...
Anthony Riley reminds me of someone who would be really likely to be caught with a prostitute wearing diapers with like baby food smeared all over his chest and a little baby bonnet. Try and get that image out of your head.
The whole point was they made a position where the sun will rise, and I showed it.
You're welcome.
It was in a different position where the sun's supposed to rise. So the observation shows it is off. Even if it was 1 degree, that means it's false, because you've made a globe claim. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, when me and QE were looking in the cell nav, the biggest issue we had were that we're shooting at a moving target to start with. That was how its accuracy is going to be tough.
Yeah, he's Anthony Riley, Mike. If you weren't familiar with it, was also the guy who pissed on a live stream in a bottle. Right? Like a Gatorade bottle. Got caught pissing in a Gatorade bottle on a live stream. That's why you'll see people, or you'll hear someone talk about taking a Riley. I got to go take a Riley. I think FTFE says that. That's where that came from.
When it comes to exactly what you're looking.
So flat earthers as a whole have gotten caught slapping their kids, showing off their collection of butt plugs and dildos and vibrators, pissing in a bottle. Of course, they admit that they drink piss. So,
looking at the sun, the stars, the moon, they're all moving.
And yes, the dildo, the butt plug, those were on Nathan Oakley's side of the bed. So those were his.
So it's hard to get a really precise location for your GP.
That's why they take loads of Loads of shots at it, though, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, Creaky has no idea.
That was Nathan Oakley when he was showing off his either his apartment or his hotel room when he was on vacation or something, and he was panning around and there was a fucking nice selection of butt plugs and vibrators. Big purple butt plug, like good size.
No, but you see, he's trying to. This is what you say again, making a Duffy. He's trying to straw man and misrepresent things and say, I'm saying accurate. Never once claimed ever accurate. So that's lying. So he's trying to paint it to his audience that, well, guys, we can't prove actually that what he showed was wrong. So we're just going to nitpick and say he wasn't accurate enough.
Yeah, exactly.
So were you going for inaccuracy? Is that what you were shooting for? That's what a lot of flat earthers do. They use ambiguity as a tool.
You need to be precise.
What's a good size? Like bigger than that.
Although that being said, using that logic, I could say that my knob is more or less 10
You
inches.
want us to be precise, but look at your right ear's lobe is bigger than your left ear's lobe. That's not too precise, man.
And that big.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's the comparison you're going with? Do you think he tries to make his earlobes the same size without tunnels in them? Really?
Long knob he's talking about is hanging off his forehead.
Heck, the goat teeth he's busy showing now. I'm sorry, but he always looks like a goat when he looks like this. The goatee is not helping. It's also not precise. I don't need to be precise. I just need to show you.
Yes, when you're doing science, when you're doing an observation, it demands that you be precise. Fuck me.
You check, guys. You claim this is where the sun's supposed to rise, and this is where it rises. That's it.
I agree. Precision is not fundamental in that observation. It isn't. You can be half a degree out. Who cares?
Yeah, that's why I said between 22 and 23. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Yes, I could have said 21. That's not going to make a difference. The point is, to the left is where they.
So yeah, the extent of the lie doesn't make any difference. It's still a lie.
Claim the sun to be, and this is where the sun came. That's it. I didn't even need to use a compass. I just had to bring up that thing. This is where.
Notice he didn't hold the compass, right? He didn't hold the compass like this in front of the camera and say, okay, this is where it's pointing. Now let's see where it's pointing. He didn't do that. Again, he could also have used a theodolite app like the one I showed. He could have done that, right? But that would have shown that the globe prediction is true. And he fucking knows it.
118 degrees is by this carport. This is where it came up. Guys debunked. That's it. But these guys have nothing.
Oh, I didn't watch that. Sorry, Westside.
Inches, give or take 7 inches.
I saw it.
My dick, I could say my dick's 10 inches long, give or take 7 inches.
There was Planner Walk there, right on cue, right?
My little pony, my little pony.
Man, people that are different from them really piss them off, don't they? I mean, that's obsession. When you get that triggered about the way people want to live their fucking life, that's obsession.
Position.
It's also projection.
I would say.
I mean, you can say it as much as you like, but you didn't. You saw it at 118 degrees. as the globe is able to predict.
I didn't see it at 118 degrees. That's the whole point, you doofus.
Yes,
Are you stupid?
Yes, you did, because the globe prediction is correct. Or else they change the fucking... They change it. They find out what's wrong. God damn, you're dumb.
Wait, never mind. Don't answer.
I think he is.
Plus, even if you were 3 or 4 degrees off, you know, the 123 looks a lot worse for you than the 118, Flatzoid. You do realize that, right? You do realize that you fudging it over 4 degrees doesn't prove the globe wrong. It proves you're dishonest. But it also proves that the flat earth isn't real, can't exist, because it's way the fuck off from where it should be on a flat earth. You should see it at less than 90 degrees east, Flatzoid. You should see it at a lot less than 90 degrees on a flat earth. But you show it what, at 118, 123, 225, 185, 123. You show it at all those that are way too south. Way too south to be on a flat earth. I mean, I really don't think he grasps that. I really don't.
Let me see it. Someone's got a lot of background noise.
Is it me?
I was on mute.
I think it's Roger. It sounds like it's raining almost.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what it was. Those are my headphones. Sorry. They're cracking. Is it raining now?
Yeah.
It's my fan. Right. It's been a while.
Okay, can you guys see this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you see where the light is?
Yes.
My mouse. See, that's practically where it is. This is just before sunrise, okay?
Okay.
This is
that other,
this is more to the right. This is like almost 130 degrees. Okay?
Strange.
This is where the sun is off that rose because it.
We saw where the light came through the clouds that weren't touching the horizon. Right? All the rest of the clouds to the left and the right were blocking the sun. We couldn't tell where the sun was.
Rises and goes like that.
And that was way after sunrise, Flatzoid, if you recall, which I do. You couldn't see the sun when it rose. You could only see it about a half an hour to an hour afterwards.
You see, that's 118 degrees between this carport and this wall, around there.
No, 118 degrees is about right here, Flatzoid.
Okay? And see? This is where the sun rose. That, between there is 118 degrees. That is where...
No, that's 118 degrees right on the fucking nose. As a matter of fact, 118.4 or 1.4. But it's exactly what the globe predicts.
The sun is.
What the model predicts.
So there's 118 degrees, 122 to 123 degrees. How can you be...
So show us on your model, Flatzoid. Show us on your model where it predicts it will rise at 123 degrees. Show us in the Bible where it said the sun will rise at 123 degrees from South Africa. Show us. You say that's your model, that's your flat earth model, the Hebrew cosmology, the Bible. Show us.
You're spot on to where it almost is.
Yeah. So
because we can show you on the heliocentric model where it should rise at 118. And you even showed it. But you said, no, it rose over here because I wanted it to.
I want to know, where am I observing a sun rising at 118 degrees?
Not on any flat earth, because it couldn't go that far south.
If that is 118 degrees.
That's not 118 degrees, Flatzoid.
He's doing a Duffy.
He's doing a Duffy.
Definitely.
And by the way, look at that awesome flat
No, he couldn't even go south-ish.
horizon.
I don't know. It goes on
I
and
love
on.
my new 20-year-old camera because it did what I wanted it to do.
Duffy claims he's seen bendy
And glorious 1080p.
water.
Oh, yeah, he said he's measured it.
He said
So
he's
we're going to
measured
wait for
bendy
it.
water.
Hmm. You see, yeah, I even aligned the corner of the terrace here to that.
Right, Petey did too. Guess where it said that line is.
See?
Yeah, makes sense.
That's good.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So just trust me, bro. That's what he said. See, it should have been here. That's 118 degrees. That's 123. So trust me, bro.
They're going to use McToon for bendy water. We know
They're so pathetic, so desperate, so hypocritical.
what he's going to do. He's going to go to a beach and find a swell or a wavy day and look, curvature. We predicted it.
Now, what he'll normally do is they'll normally get the fish tank spinning on that thing and then show curvy water. And we go, yeah, it's inside a container, dickhead. Do it on the outside of the container. And then all of a sudden there's crickets.
No, we show you water on that outside of the earth. We've shown you that.
Oh, yeah, the levels. Yeah.
No, we show you that water conforms to the forces that are put upon it. That's what we show you, and you deny them.
Mm-hmm.
You deny it.
Okay. Let's see.
As it's been accurately measured. We aren't like flat earthers. We don't guess these things.
Yeah, me neither.
Yes, you do.
What I did was show that's where 118 degrees is, and it's that side. So therefore, it's off.
When that statement that he just made, you don't know for a start.
You said when you showed where the sun is, it was about right here. That's exactly what you said, Flatzoid, or close to it. It's somewhere around here, is what you said. Now, what did Creaky accuse you of doing?
Oh, yeah, the levels. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see.
As it's been accurately measured. We aren't like flat earthers. We don't guess these things.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, you do, because he said it's somewhere around here. And then you put the dot. That's what you did, Flatzoid.
What I did was show that's...
And you weren't even here. You were like over here. You were a distance away from this point, Flatzoid. So you weren't accurate with your placement. Petey showed where you were, because it was the only the only rooftop with a goddamn green carpet roof.
That's where 118 degrees is, and it's...
Look at him trying to make excuses.
That side. So therefore, it's off.
When that statement that he just made, you don't know for a start, Creaky. You just get told, or you go and have a look on the internet.
And you see, after he said that, he did that thing with his mouth. Watch.
You don't know for a start, Creaky. You just get told, or you go and have a look on the internet. You don't know.
It's off.
When that statement that he just made, you don't know for a start, Creaky. You just get told, or you go and have a look on the internet. You don't do nothing, mate.
Exactly. What's up, Vlad?
You don't know nothing, mate. Jesus Christ.
Hey.
Right then, when he said, you don't know nothing, mate, that's when the laugh track kicks up.
Hey, Flat Say panel, how's everybody doing?
Good to see you, man.
Likewise. I'm on the clock, so I just don't want to be showing my face while I'm over here, working and stuff. But good show so far. And what's the name of this guy? You guys keep calling him Cranky or Crikey. What's this guy's
Blinder.
name?
Creaky.
That's it. Creaky Blinder. Okay, kind of like.
Yeah, it's Petey. PD194.
Like the show almost.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, he's a real straw catcher. How can I put that?
Yeah. These guys need to tread lightly, man, because the globe they just bought enough time with this crazy odd experiment of theirs, this experiment, but I mean they're running out of time, so it's interesting days we live in now.
Mm-hmm. No, the globe religion's dead. No doubt about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's an experiment that's not an experiment that is an experiment. It wants to be an experiment that will never be an experiment. It's one of those experiments. Yeah.
Yep.
And the guy that just joined is named Iron Horse 9000. He's another flat earther. I was on it. He's the guy that I went onto his channel on his show, and he fucking rage quit me.
Can't define experiment.
They're ramping up these hit pieces because
You guys have seen that, right?
they know they're losing ground.
Yes. Yes.
You know.
Yeah,
I mean, I've played it.
I think TFE
I've gone over it.
literally did the opposite effect as what they wanted.
Feet then, tell me.
Yeah, that's what I
think they're really pissed off as well because I think they really think that we're all in a meltdown because I keep seeing them videos like called Effie in meltdown over new video and all that.
Yes, you are in a meltdown. That's why this is like your 100th fucking hour of talking about it. How much it hurts your feelings that someone saw the sun.
And the reality is none of us care but Jerry. Yeah. None of us care.
They're trying to paint that picture to people that's coming into the arena now.
Because
yes.
Because it's their desperation. It's like, yeah, if you get in this, look, all the flat earthers are melting down, blah, blah, blah. No, you guys are.
Yeah, because you're fracturing. Your cult is fracturing within. Because some people think it was fake, some people think it wasn't, that they went, no, they didn't go, oh, they faked the sun, no, it was Photoshop, no, they didn't live stream, oh yeah, they live stream. And he says it's destroying the globe Earth because we are calling Whitsitt out on his lies during the time he was there. He said that it's just the globe Earth is just imploding because of Whitsitt. That's what Fkatzoid'S said.
Are melting down, and that's why you're being desperate to try and paint it to the new people that it looks like we melt down. In the meantime, we are laughing at this idiocy. We're just pointing out all the things that are wrong, and apparently.
No, you're making excuses why it hurts your feelings. That's what you're doing. And you said it doesn't matter. So if it doesn't matter, why do you keep having to go on for 4 hours a fucking day saying how much it doesn't matter? You know, it's like when someone posts in a comment thread, it says, "I don't care what you think." Well, you fucking obviously do, or else you would not have posted that comment. See, if you don't care what someone thinks, you don't care enough to fucking comment that you don't care. Right? Oh, it doesn't matter. So, but we're going to spend hours a fucking day for 6 weeks saying how much it doesn't matter.
We're melting.
Yep.
Do you know what we should do? Just to be arseholes, we should argue the counter refraction argument and just say, oh yeah, the refraction index is a lot different over there, and that's why it doesn't set. That's all they ever do, isn't it? They ever do refraction and then just say, well, it's counter refraction. It's because it's cold.
Actually, that number one wouldn't work because refraction is lower when it's cold out. When it's really, really cold, you don't have to take refraction into account. And that wouldn't be reverse refraction. That would be a lot of refraction because refraction raises things up. So you're a fucking retard and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Anthony.
We could say that.
Give them a taste of their own medicine. Yeah, give them a taste of their own medicine.
Yeah, it's because refraction, guys. That's why I didn't say it. Sorry.
Yeah. It's the lack of refraction. It's no Atmo day.
Yeah. That's actually
Yeah, the whole.
I mean, even in the Nautical Almanac on the table in 4I, I think, it tells you what you have two factors. You have atmospheric pressure or barometric pressure, and you have temperature. And if you have a certain barometric pressure and a certain temperature, you don't have to take refraction into account for your reading.
I think TFE.
Hey, Eeyore.
It's just a thing to get most people on the bandwagon, and then make Austin and Jaron look like fools as an example of what flat earthers are. We're nothing like.
Yeah, tarred and feathered is the phrase.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah.
Tell you, in the old days, if Flatzoid accused people of lying falsely, they would have tarred and feathered him. If he called everyone in town a liar like he's done, he'd be tarred and feathered. He'd be ridden out of town on a rail. If he was trying to push a scam onto people like Flat Earth, they would have run him out of town on a rail, tarred and feathered, humiliated.
Yeah, this is something that I'd mentioned.
Or shot. Back in the old days, somebody would have just shot him. You got my daughter to believing in this bullshit. Pop. That's what would have happened to Flatzoid in the old days.
Yesterday on my show, that since those guys were like the big, pretty much like the head figures of I guess you could say, of the movement, like us, I wouldn't say us tearing them down, but us pointing out all the inconsistencies and them being caught up in the mix kind of makes them lose credibility. So then because...
Fuck it. We're going to watch this. Wait till I get in there. There we go.
True.
It's only about 6 minutes. About 10 minutes, something like that.
You wipe your shit. Yeah? Oh, is this him?
Yep.
Then what is it? What you got?
Oh, let me mute your channel. Hold on.
God forbid.
I'm here.
Okay. Prove me wrong. Where am I
Yeah,
wrong?
the Earth has been measured spherical for over 2,000 years.
Okay. By who?
Really?
By geosurveyors.
What
Thousands
geosurveyors?
of them.
Who? Yeah.
Thousands of them.
Like who?
I don't know their names, dude. What are you talking about?
Oh, of course you know their names. We know their name. We know his name. Are you fucking with me? You gotta be.
I have no idea who he is supposed to be. No.
Sean, come on, Sean.
Well,
you gotta do
when
better
you're a
than that,
liar,
bro.
what else do you have?
I'm not a liar.
You're not?
You can't prove that I'll lie. Go ahead.
Okay, well, maybe not.
Okay, well, maybe not. Prove your flat Earth. There you go. Flat Earth measurements.
We're using your measurement, and based off of your measurement, you said it's been measured curving, right?
Spherical.
Okay, so
I'll
where
make you
does
a
this
video,
curve,
Sean.
No, Sean. Where does this curve begin? Please tell me.
At your feet.
Tell me. How many?
At your feet.
At your feet. You're right.
You're
okay.
standing
so
on
when
the,
do you
you're
see the
standing
curvature,
on the
Sean?
tangent of the Earth. See, I mean, he just admitted that the Earth is spherical. Curvature starts at your feet. He said, you're right.
Okay, you're right. So, Sean, when do I see the curvature?
There you go.
When do I see it? When is it most notable?
Depends on how high you are, what the refractive conditions of the day are.
I'm a short guy. I'm 5'8".
And he said he wouldn't interrupt me. He said he wouldn't interrupt me.
So when do I see it? I'm short.
About 3.5 miles.
3.5 miles. Okay.
Yes, we see the tangent of the Earth. That's the horizon.
Okay. All right. 3.5 miles. So based off of your numbers, right? Let's just say 3 miles. Let's just round it off. Let's say 3 miles.
Mm-hmm.
So at 3 miles, at a distance, the Earth should be curving at 72 inches.
should be at 3 miles. That's about 1/60th of a degree, or 30th of a degree. Is that right? I don't even know. I was just kind of guessing off the top of my head. But the point is, we measure curvature in degrees, not drop.
72 inches, bro.
That's not curvature.
No.
That's
it
drop.
should be. It's drop, curvature, whatever. You know what the hell I'm talking about.
No, that's drop too. That's drop from horizontal. That's drop.
It's
from the
curving.
tangent.
It's curve. I'm not going to interrupt. That drop is considered what? Curvature
Oh yeah. This is the one I edited.
or no?
We don't measure curvature in drop.
Sean,
we measure
listen,
it
you're
in
splitting.
degrees.
Sean, I'm not going to interrupt. Sean, you're splitting hairs.
No,
so,
I'm being specific.
So those 6. So then
You're
those 6
splitting
feet.
hairs.
So then those 6 feet. So what are those 6 feet? What are those 6 feet then? Tell me.
What 6 feet?
Okay, so at a distance of
what 6 feet?
3 miles, I'm experiencing how many inches or how many feet of drop?
You're experiencing 3 into 60, which is
okay. I'm not going to interrupt. So we're using your. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm not going to interrupt, but we're going to use.
Okay, you said you wouldn't talk over me, right?
I'm not going to interrupt. No.
You
Hold on.
lied,
We're going
right?
to use. We're going to use your calculations. We'll make it easy, and I want to be fair. That's
when
the
you
thing.
said, and he's been begging me to come on his show for like for days and days and days. And you wouldn't talk over me.
I'm not going to interrupt. To be fair, I'm just letting you know I'm going to use your stuff.
No, you're not
and I
being
want to show
fair.
you.
You said you wouldn't talk over me, and now you're talking over me. That's not being
Oh,
fair.
boo-hoo.
This is why I don't come into these places.
All right, go ahead, Sean.
And you talk over people.
Sean, go ahead.
Yes,
Sean.
we measure curvature in degrees.
Okay.
There's 1 degree every 69 miles. Now divide 3 into 60. That's
go.
the percentage of a degree that you see.
Sean, here, I'm going to give you this right here.
And if I breathe heavy, it's because I've got COPD and I'm having trouble at the night. So,
okay, hopefully you get better.
Yeah, me too.
Right, distance to the target 3 feet. Horizon distance, hidden target height.
Are you using Walter Bisselin's calculator?
Who?
Because that one compares curvature.
I'm not going to interrupt.
Come a long way
curve to a
since
flat
16, Sean. I haven't listened to you since then.
Walter Bisselin's model.
Boy, you've come a long way. You realize how bad you were in 16?
Excuse me? I was talking.
I said, you realize how bad you were in 16, 17? I like the way when you paused, I went in there, then you started talking again.
I didn't pause, man. Stop talking.
You're
over
one
me,
not
please.
good person. Oh, you did. Well, your brain did because you got COPD.
Do you even know what COPD is, man?
But you got a breathing problem, bro?
Yeah, it's breathing. It's
Congestional.
not mind, you dummy. Jesus.
I know what it is.
Then why do you?
I didn't call you a
talk
name
about
yet.
my mind?
I didn't call you a name yet.
So check this out.
If you use
Have you ever seen this guy live, Bad?
Jesus fucking Christ! Are you kidding me?
Who you?
There he goes.
There you go. There you
Vikings
go.
fan. That's a tactic that they use. Is they'll talk over you, they'll deflect, they'll fucking interrupt you, they'll do anything they can to trigger you, and then when you get triggered, when you get pissed off that they're talking over you, that's like, oh, there you go, that's the way he is.
There you
And
go,
man,
baby.
he doesn't know how to be. He doesn't know
Keep
how
on,
to behave like an
keep
adult.
on, baby. Keep on, baby. Oh, Shawnee boy.
I'm not going to interrupt. Mouse. So let's use.
See, this
right here.
is why I don't come to these dumpster fires.
Dumpster fire.
Yeah. When a
How's that a
person
dumpster
comes in and a jerk like this in the gold helmet starts talking over you to drown out truth, that's a dumpster fire.
So how is it the truth if it's not curving?
It is curving.
How's it curving? Because if it's curving, then it should be moving as well, correct?
Yes, it absolutely is.
It's not.
We measured it.
And
Bob
so
Nodell
here
measured
you
it.
go.
Bob Nodell measured it twice.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he
You know what he
certainly
used?
did.
He used a laser gyro. And
Right.
what was it measuring? It was measuring
Precession of the
movement of
Earth.
what?
See, actually, he used a ring laser gyro for the documentary, and then he used a fiber optic gyro for the thing he showed at home with Nathan Thompson. Precession of the Earth.
No, it wasn't. It was moving the movement of what?
Of itself in 3D space.
It
Sitting
was
on
moving
his
the
desk.
It was getting the measurement of the sky. That's what it was getting.
No, it wasn't. He was indoors, dude. How are you going to measure the sky indoors? He was indoors.
So what was? So he was measuring the Earth moving.
Yes, yeah. So they think that a ring laser gyro or a fiber optic gyro measures the movement of the sky outside of its container, outside of its enclosure. It's a sealed box, but it somehow measures the sky when there's no cameras. There's no sensing equipment that can measure air movement. Yes, the Earth moves.
Really?
This is fuck, I can't remember his channel name. It's Iron Horse 9000. Try that. Arrow was sitting on his desk. It moves because the Earth moves.
Okay,
and
you know what I find?
Its precession in 3D space.
You know what I find funny? I find it funny that a laser gyro could detect movement, right? So that means when
Why? Why would you find that funny?
the airplane takes off, this same movement that the laser
He's gonna talk about a dip, whatever.
gyro is picking up is subject to the airplane. That's what it sounds like to me. Because
But
if the Earth is, hold on now, whoa. Because
yes, and gyroscopes precess in airplanes when they're flying level.
Because if the Earth is moving, that means, let's say we're flying out of New York. The Earth is moving at 843 miles an hour, or let's say 15 degrees per hour. Sure, 15 degrees per hour. So as soon as that airplane takes off, doesn't it have to compensate for some kind of movement? Doesn't it also have to compensate for some kind of curvature? Which
no
airplane does, by the way, my friend. Every airplane, hold on now, let me finish now. Every airplane, when it flies, guess how it flies? You think it flies like this? Straight?
It flies at a constant altitude above the Earth.
Okay. Does it fly like this? Does it fly straight?
Yeah. Follows the curvature of the Earth.
Does it fly like this? Does it fly with its nose down?
No, it flies with its nose up about 3 degrees.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Ryan, for putting that in there. So it flies with its nose up.
Which is irrelevant.
For about 3 degrees. The back is fixed at a certain point to where it basically flies like this. Nowhere does that plane fly like this to contour to what this Earth is. Never
Why would it
happened.
have to? Why would it have to?
Because the Earth is curving in your world.
Where's your reference frame in this?
What do you mean?
In
Where's my
space?
reference frame? Space. The plane is flying where? Is the plane
is
flying in
the
space,
air.
or it's flying in
Flying
the air? Which is,
but your reference frame is on the Earth. Right. So you got the Earth. The plane goes around like this. It always remains in the same orientation to the Earth. So what he's doing is looking at the situation from out in space. Yeah, the plane's going to do this. It's going to dip its nose relative to me in space. But if you're on the plane or you're on Earth, you're always going to see the plane doing this. It's going to look like that. It's not going to move in orientation. They can't understand reference frames. Hey, Pentelica. They just can't comprehend reference frames, that they're important.
yes, that's what exactly. So the reference frame being the Earth, it's not hugging the ground. It's flying in the air,
It absolutely
which is
It's
level
staying at a
and
constant
straight,
altitude.
which the horizon is also level and straight.
No, it's not.
Every pilot will
It's
tell you
level,
that.
but it's not
Every
straight.
pilot will tell. Every pilot will.
No, they
pilots
won't.
are
No,
coming
they
out-
will not. No.
Really?
See, he just wants people to come on his show so he could talk over them and fucking try and humiliate them and make them look foolish. But all he does is make himself look foolish by saying stupid shit. He will not.
Okay,
Very easily debunked stupid shit. Absolutely.
Anybody in this chat, go ahead and give me the pilots that have been saying that the Earth is fucking flat. Everybody fucking everybody's fucking saying it.
You know why pilots say that? You know why pilots say that to a person?
Because let me guess. Because they're saying say that just to appease the flat earthers.
Yes,
okay.
Yeah,
so the retired fighter pilots, that's what they're saying, right?
After an 8-hour flight, the last thing a pilot wants to do is talk to a lunatic about the Earth.
So you mean to tell me before these pilots actually fly, before their 8-hour flights, that's what they're saying?
No flat earther asks them when they're boarding the plane. They only ask them when they're getting off.
To appease the flat earthers. Yeah.
No, they
you know what? I'm not going to interrupt. Bullshit.
They don't say that
because
they
Sean
fly.
Hawkins, Mr.
They
A,
ask them on the way out.
Mr. Hawkins.
Every video, they ask them on the way off the plane.
Mr. Hawkins. So I know pilots, okay? I flew with them because part of my job was to fly. I've had them come to me in confidence. I've had to come
side by side with
pilots.
I
flew with them. Okay, I flew with them, and I had to fly with them. And you want to know something? I had to know everything about the stinking plane damn near as much as they did because I was air crew. So you know what they told me? Because some of them told me because they knew I was a flat earther in confidence. Hey, you know what? You're fucking right. But please don't
No, they didn't
fucking say anything.
That's a lie.
Like to get fucking advanced. That's the problem. You have the majority of people that
bullshit.
No, it's not bullshit. Because pilots are coming out, they're fucking saying it. They're saying it like it is.
Are these military pilots?
Yes, they're military pilots, motherfucker. Navy chief right here, bitch.
Great.
Pay
And
attention, motherfucker.
The Navy uses curvature and spin to get a. Yeah.
I apologize. My bad. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to move your shit around. My bad. Go ahead. Talk.
Every naval gunnery manual shows that they use curvature and the spin of the Earth to achieve a firing solution.
Really? Bullshit.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Shit. That is not
Look
true.
it up.
Because
Look it up.
No.
Look
here's
it up.
the thing.
Yeah. Look it up.
Every submarine will do. Yeah. Listen. I know about firing solutions, motherfucker, because we have to use them when we fire a fucking torpedo.
Torpedo isn't dude, a torpedo is not artillery.
In the goddamn water.
That's not
which
the air,
apparently, no, it is
That's
the same
not artillery.
thing.
That's not artillery.
It's a torpedo that apparently
That's not
curves.
artillery.
It's a torpedo that apparently curves with the rest
That's
of the water,
not
right?
artillery.
So,
it's not a fair comparison.
Firing solutions.
not a
And
fair comparison.
hold on. Here's another thing. You can ask a naval fucking gunner, a naval gunning weapons officer, excuse me, that fires one of the fastest fucking projectiles known to man, a fucking railgun. He'll tell you, dumbass.
So they don't suffer from parabolic drop?
A railgun uses what? Line of sight.
No, it doesn't.
To fucking hit its target. Yeah.
No, they fire 100 miles away, man. They don't use a line of sight.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
And you want to know something?
No, it doesn't.
Yes, you do. And you want to
Do
know
they go
something?
further than 3 miles?
Yes, absolutely. It
Then
goes
don't use line
hundreds
of
of miles,
sight.
motherfucker.
They
Pay
don't use line
attention.
of sight.
And with that, bitch, you out. You canceled, motherfucker. Get off my goddamn channel.
Fucking love it.
They lose.
That's why I don't go on these shows. It's like that every single fucking time.
Credibility. It makes it appear as if.
I mean, that was one of the calmer ones. I've been on these things where it's just everybody just screams at you. So
flat Earth loses credibility in the eyes of the public. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
I think
there's a lot of
Austin's seeing-
psychology going on here.
Yeah. Austin's seeing the light, man. He's actually trying to keep it on the flat side. He's realizing what he's into. He knows he's up to his neck in it, and it's.
If you watch,
I would love to see him.
If you watch any kind of a documentary on the railgun, when they mention where they can go 100 miles away, that railgun's up like this. That thing is tilted up.
Stay on our side. Personally, I don't have anything against him. I know he likes to double speak a lot. He likes to lie about him because he's trying to make himself look good, dude. He's all about image with him. So.
Yeah. Yeah, but they know that if they get rid of Austin, he's obviously one of the more outspoken of the flat Earth community, and what makes him look even better is just how well he handles the whole scientific aspect of everything. Right? Not saying that he's the best at it, but just how well he maneuvers around it and how well he discusses it. The only problem is that if they just sully his name, it's I guess it's just bad for debating, if anything, because he's like the champion when it comes to those debates, Right.
What do you say, Colby?
Yeah. Toto's mad. We're not in Kansas anymore. All right.
Yeah, I think when they did this, the newbies to questioning.
Yeah, Rocinante, his understanding of shit is very limited.
Are the ones that are going to get kind of set back by that.
It's a matter of credibility when it comes to this. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah.
But the truth will come out, and the truth continues to win.
Yes.
So Mark,
no matter how long it takes.
Mark 4:22. There's nothing that's secret that won't be revealed. I believe that.
Yeah.
Restream's giving me crap right now. It's reloading for some reason. I don't know why. Strange. Yeah.
Why don't you mute your shit, Anthony?
Sounds like a big dog.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, Jaren is out there selling those shirts that says "shill" all over it, and I'm like, this dude's got some nerve. Yeah, he is.
And the sad thing is, people are buying it.
They are.
Yeah. Oh, yep. Yes, they are.
But Anthony doesn't know he's not on mute, doesn't he?
Let them all buy it, and then we'll know who they are, won't we?
Did he say Jaren? What? Oh, okay. All right. Just checking. Just checking to see if he's using my logo.
Yeah, we're all. I'll buy one just to wear it. I'm a shield. You want to be a shield too?
Jeez.
No.
I'll buy one and wipe my bum on it.
As if.
Yeah, there you go.
As if it's funny what he's doing. As if it's a joke.
Oh yeah.
It's all good, man.
Well, it's getting us
No, Flat Earth is a joke, and he's clowning on you motherfuckers.
publicity, at least, and if reasonable people
He's clowning on your paranoia and your fear
watch the arguments, they'll understand.
and your ignorance. I'll be
That's
right back.
what I'm counting on.
Yep.
But like Flat was saying last week or so, separating the wheat from the tares.
There's a lot of tears, dude.
There's a lot of tares. A lot more than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, ready to go on?
So it's funny. It's also. Yeah, go ahead.
Why is that? Why would it be in that position if it's supposed to be there?
Well, I guess it's just one of life's mysteries, Flatside. You know, whenever you're a flat earther trying to explain something, or more specifically trying to answer a question, this is what it sounds like to me.
What color is a fire truck?
Oh God, I always get these. Okay.
What? Hey, so what's up?
What's going on?
Yo. I don't get the comparison there.
What's up, man?
Who was that reject we just saw with the looked like somebody just threw him out of a punk rock club for not being cool.
Creaky Blinder. He's saying because I see the sun rising, that's not what the globe claimed. Therefore, now I'm wrong. I saw it rise what the globe claimed.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just like his outfit. God, I can picture him now.
Sorry?
Just like his outfit. That makes sense. Creaky Blinder's outfit. Oh, never mind. It wasn't worth saying.
All red and everything.
Let's go there. We were about 132, 133. Let's say around about there. That's where we observed the sun at sunrise. That was where the sun was.
Creaky Blinder, can I give you some advice? Please don't put your damn music over my music. It makes it sound bad. It sounds like, well, I don't know what's the English word for demakar. All messed up. Wow.
I want to compare it to elevator music, man. That's what it sounds like to me. You get on elevator music.
He's doing music over my music, and it just doesn't sound right.
No.
Supposed to be at sunrise. That is a whole 3, 4 or 5 degrees off.
Have you noticed that when Flatsoid says off, he sounds like a posh old man trying to shoo kids from his garden?
Oh my God. Oh Lord.
Is that his response?
Always something. Always something.
Well, look, out of the 7 minutes we watched from him so far, no, that's not precise. It's almost 7 minutes, Creaky. He hasn't actually given any rebuttal to anything.
No, he's ad hominem now. That's what it seems like. He's attacking your character, not the argument. So he doesn't have anything. Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't shown how I've been wrong. He's just saying I'm wrong.
They never do.
That's called being a douche nozzle.
That's what the hat reminds me of. There you go.
Oh, well.
Get off my lawn. Yes.
Lord.
Yeah, what the globe claims, blah, 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 whatever, nobody cares. Do me a favour, the flat.
Yeah, nobody cares. Okay, great. What the globe claim, nobody cares. Great. So the globe claims, nobody cares, guys. Why? So if a globe comes and makes a claim, we just say, nobody cares.
Nobody
Cool.
cares.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a rat's ass.
Cool. So why do they want us to replace their claims every time it's shown wrong? If they don't care. That's a bit odd to me.
Can I say something? I saw there's a video in private chat that I put in there. You'll love it. Go watch it. It's an observation of curvature. Let's put it that way.
Well, I can't wait to see Duffy's proof of gas pressure without containment, physically measured convexity, and there was something else.
An observation of Earth's movement.
Yes.
I'm still going to bring that video out soon. Because, he made a claim. He's going to do that. So
It's going to take a while. Be waiting for that for a real while.
I've got the receipt.
You figure if you had claims like this to.
I'm thinking if I'm going to switch from a flat earther to another one, just for variety's sake, it'd probably be Dell.
Show everybody. You'd be excited to show everybody. If this was in fact true, you'd be excited to show everybody what it is you found, to show that the flat Earth is a lie. It's these guys are something else.
Well, he rejected the idea 4 times, and then on the 4th time he said, "Well, I've already done that."
He's going to go do it, or you said render it.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
You see.
That's right, because I know you'll watch this video as soon as you see yourself in the thumbnail.
Because we just saw it live. I was going to PT's a ridiculous one, and now you did the video. So how else are we going to not watch it?
You show me, using your phone, what 3 degrees looks like. Because that was the method you...
Okay, I'll quickly do it.
Okay. It actually has a dial on it. It shows you the degrees that it's pointing in the direction, and it declinates to the north. It's just really amazing what comes.
Oh, thanks, Real Cygnus. Appreciate it.
Just get a protractor and just show 3 little lines on it.
Any way you want to do it, dude.
So, in other words,
the
guy doesn't know how a compass works. Okay.
That seems to be a problem with Globers.
You fucking certainly don't, Flatzoid.
Just for you, Creaky. Oh, I got that down. Okay, so.
Are you pointing at the sun?
Okay, let's put it north. Okay, it's north. Okay, you click this, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4 degrees. There we go. 4 degrees.
Wow, how'd you do that? Yeah.
4 degrees. Let's be more precise. Should I go to 8 degrees? 6, 7, 8. There we go. 8 degrees. Which other one should I go to, guys? Let's actually go haywire. Let's go whoop all the way east.
Wow.
Look at that. 90 degrees east. Should I make it more? Well, what does he want? What does he want?
I don't know. I can tell you. That was easy though.
Cheers, lad. Thanks for coming, man. So yeah, is that what he wanted?
I hope he watches this. Put him in and tag him in the thumbnail.
Oh, no, he watches my content. Otherwise, he wouldn't have made this video.
Yeah.
But thank you, Creaky Blinder. That's the compass on the phone. Quite accurate. Okay.
Somebody's going for walkies.
Yeah, someone's going for walkies. Okay.
You use to measure the degrees of the sun using your phone. So can you do the same thing and show me what 3 degrees of difference would look like? Silly me.
I just showed you.
We did. Yeah.
3 degrees over a vast distance is a much wider amount than it is up close, retard.
Think of a funnel. But you know what's funny about this? The 3 degrees here is the same as 3 degrees there.
Yep.
Yeah, it comes to a point on the compass. Doesn't it?
And this is why the globe cannot have elevation angles, because the one arm is straight and the other arm is curving.
Yes, he actually said that. Okay. You don't have arms on an elevation angle. You don't have arms. You have rays. They're a direct line between your eye and the objects you're looking at. Ground has nothing to do with it, dumb fuck. So can you have a difference in angle between this thing and this thing, right? From here to here, or from here to here? Yeah, you can, can't you? And an elevation angle usually subtracts the dip angle from the total measurement. So you aren't even measuring from the horizon, you're measuring from your eyesight, from your eye line, level eye line.
That's
No wonder you were 544 kilometers off on a fix.
been Nathan's heart for 8 years now, hasn't it?
Yeah, I've got one word. I don't like saying it, but
I mean, would we want to take the advice, take a elevation angle advice from someone who was off 544 kilometers?
I have to say it. Retard!
Need it.
I think Trump signed an executive order. We can use that word again now.
Really? Hell, I'm gonna use it today at work.
I wouldn't fucking put it past him.
And I mean, I can place this pen somewhere, and I can take the compass, and I can literally align it to the pen. Doesn't matter how far it is. Okay? I can align it to the pen. It would give me a reading, which shows where the pen is, just like the reading shows to where the sun is. Yeah. This is why I gave reference frames to those roofs.
But you didn't use a pen. You used random fucking bullshit out in front of you, and you moved the fucking phone around. You were walking around at the same time, Flatsoid. So yeah, ambiguity is your weapon, your tool.
The carport roof and everything on the roof, because that is where it shows you 118 degrees.
But didn't the sailors back in the old days use rope in their thumb to get a degree? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it worked, didn't it?
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
Well, the thing that he's not really understanding, he's like, look, it's not very much on your compass. Extend those lines. Extend those lines out and see if it's not much. It's a lot.
It's still the exact same angle.
Same thing with the laser. If you line a laser up on a target, all you have to do is spark crossways, and you're off now. That's it.
Mm-hmm. The same with the angular size too. Like that cow is really far away. The cow didn't change in size; it's just really far away. Same thing with the degrees; they're really far away from you. Yeah. Oh god.
Keeps spreading. It keeps spreading as you get distance.
Yeah.
I almost forgot. In relation to the size of the Earth.
And then people want to tell me why I don't believe in the globe. Well, simple. Because observation tells me the globe's false.
And is that the main reason? Because what you just said is the Earth.
So his lie about the observation is the reason he believes in flat Earth. Huh. So you believe in flat Earth because of a lie.
Is flat because it looks flat to me.
Well, the scientific impossibilities of a globe Earth there. What's this guy's name? Stinky Blinders?
Yeah. But I want to point out, he just did a Duffy again. He just told me something I didn't say.
Yeah.
We got a new thing. It's called a Duffyism.
So every time someone says something that you didn't say and says as if you said it, it's called a Duffy.
A Duffy.
Yeah. And if you're studying that, it's the study of stuffology is what we call that.
Mm-hmm.
Or in German, doof.
I did this observation a few times. That was like the fourth attempt.
Why did it take 4 attempts? What you?
Clouds. you know something that oddly didn't happen with TFE? Weather.
That was odd too. Yeah, that was really
strange. You look at all those ALE promotional videos and shit, and you don't see a whole lot of clear days at all. None.
No.
And they just get 3 clear days perfectly somehow.
Well, they pray for it. You know.
Studio day.
Mm-hmm. Really odd.
The 18th.
Yeah. The 18th. What happened on the 18th?
But this shows you the guy hasn't even watched.
Jesus Christ, drop it. Holy fuck, man. They came back early. Jesus fucking Christ, this guy's boring.
To my live stream. So this is, if you
God
knew,
damn it.
if you actually watched my stuff, you would know there were overcast days. So that's why it's the 4th day doing it.
Couldn't make it look like it was wrong on the first 3 attempts.
The sunrise was very consistent about.
Yeah, he tried to make it look. He tried it. He really tried it. He went all the way as south as 185, and fuck. According to him, on one day it rose 245 degrees southeast or southwest. That's what happened on one of them. He claimed it rose southwest of him.
About 122, 123 degrees.
Well, which is it? 122 or 123 degrees? You can't have it both ways, pal. You've got to.
Because it's so close together, it's literally 122 or 123
Yeah,
degrees.
but 122 or 123 is not 118, is it? Creaky?
No, it's far away from 118. It's 4 to 5.
So you couldn't tell if you were at 118. Remember, it's like out there, it's real far. 1 degree is real far, right? So you couldn't tell if you were here or here. But yet you want to say, well, if I wasn't at 118 for sure, but I'm not sure if I was here or here.
5 degrees off. The only reason I made it 122 actually was to help them out, to make it closer.
And again, it doesn't help you out at all, bitch. The sun could never rise further south than 90 degrees on a flat Earth.
That was it. It's kind of like when you give a guy something in your hand and he takes your whole hand.
To be precise.
This also comes to ask, why do the Globers still push the globe as real when you can show observation shows it to be false?
Well, go on then. Or is that what you think you've been doing? Because you haven't shown us anything.
That's what
I literally just showed you the sun 4 degrees out of your globe plane.
I told you.
No, you didn't. No, you said it is. It's trust me, bro. That's what you did. Trust me, bro.
Wearing chuffing one-way lenses wrong way around, mate. He's been looking at a black screen.
I'm sorry, but if someone makes a claim like the globe at 118 degrees, and you go out and say, okay, it's not at 118 degrees, but look where it is, that is an observation that shows the claim wrong. That's
No, that's your opinion. It wasn't a controlled observation. You had no control over conflating variables. You didn't have the camera mounted. You didn't show the compass in the same frame with the sun and at the same time. You didn't show that. It was a shitty fucking observation. You did it wrong. You lied about it, Flatzoid.
I actually got nothing else to say other than, dude, wake up.
Because all the information you're using is based on whether or not your phone was pointed accurately at the sun. This is almost as stupid as Mikey Smith trying to take the sun's temperature.
Damn! Or even the flat earthers that push SunCalc as accurate.
But hang on a second, you were using SunCalc to prove that the measurements you so accurately took were right, and I don't get it.
Yeah, he did say earlier that he never uses SunCalc, but you're using it. You used it there, Flatzoid.
Oh, wow.
He's very thick. The SunCalc used is based on believing a globe. I am showing.
No, the SunCalc used is based on measurements, Flatzoid. It's based on repeatable measurements. Do you think you'd be the only one who'd figure it, who'd detect a fucking problem with it? You don't think some astronomer would catch it too?
SunCalc is wrong, so therefore globe is wrong. Get it? Or they're going to say, no, the SunCalc's not based on the globe. Because if they say that, then the SunCalc is wrong still, and therefore they can't use it for anything, which they always use for the globe, which would be counterintuitive.
So he actually thinks that he was right and SunCalc is wrong. That's what he thinks. He thinks that a chart, a table, a thing that people rely on for, I don't know, whatever they rely on it for, is wrong, but he's right.
But don't worry, you think this is ridiculous. Wait till we get to PT. That guy's clutching at straws.
I spoke to Nikita the other day, and I told him, well, the SunCalc is based for the globe, not for the flat Earth, so he shouldn't be pushing the SunCalc because it's inaccurate.
What you've just said is, I'm going to show you how to add up 10 plus 10, but the answer will be wrong.
No, what I did was, look, globe claims 118 degrees. SunCalc says this is where 118 degrees is. I showed you it's not where it is. I mean, if I claim this is an iPhone case, and it doesn't fit the iPhone case, then that makes it not an iPhone case. Can I make it clearer? Gosh.
Yeah, severe delusion, absolutely. Yeah, if his SunCalc is wrong, it fucks up your observation, genius, and he showed nothing. Absolutely.
This guy's just great.
I'm going to go ahead and show you anyway.
So anybody that pushes SunCalc as a flat earther has a big red flag in my book.
You know who else has got a big red flag? Turkey.
He's not going to pull Dan McKeegan and doctor this footage up, you know.
Who's Dan McKeegan?
He meant
Never heard of him.
He meant Dave McKeegan. He just misspoke, man.
Well,
just so people
not
know, I'm
much.
taking extra photos.
Hey, beautiful.
But what's the point in taking photos, Flatzoid? Photos don't prove anything. They're inadmissible as evidence. Isn't that what flat earthers say about any photos?
The photos were for reference because I knew idiots like you would pop up and just say.
But SSUM has said you can't use photos. Photos and videos aren't evidence. He said that.
Nuh-uh.
No, see, photos and videos that don't show flat Earth. Those you can't use those. You can't use those. Only the ones you think show flat Earth, right?
Okay.
We can provide.
To the left, that would be what the globe claims. See, I'm taking it off. That's what the globe claims. 118, and this is.
I want to point out here. Makes it very clear. You can see where the line is, where I stood. You can literally see it's between here, and they claim between the carport there, showing exactly what's going on.
What we observed, 122 degrees southeast.
According to an app on your smartphone, which was.
No, according to Kkkult, according to your globe not a model, according to Google Earth, and according to actual measurements using a compass. And by the way, I used this phone, I used my child's phone, and my wife's phone. They all gave the same reading. Weird.
Placed ever so carefully on a table.
That's a golden.
Oh, and it's not a table. It's a chair. A wooden chair. So he doesn't.
Held together with metal fasteners.
Even know the difference between a chair and a table.
Sun, my friend. Yes,
Golden
it is.
sun, yeah.
Not
There
that
you go,
white.
guys. So it's,
whatever the hell that was.
it's about 4 to 5 degrees off of what the globe claims.
I mean, you can even see the fasteners when you looked at the other side of the chair, Flatzoid. Big metal fucking fasteners, corner brackets that were holding it in place. You can see that, Flatzoid.
45. Because that's where the globe claims, around about there. It's rising.
I'm pretty observant when it comes to shit like that.
You know, this is going to be one of the stupidest things I've ever seen a flat earther do, and I've seen a lot of different flat earthers do a lot of different stupid things. When was the last time your finger was calibrated for accuracy, Flatzoid?
When you know the reference between the carport, well, not the carport, the roof port and that wall, my finger's able to point towards it. And then my finger's able to point to the actual sun we see. You know, like I can point to my nose, I can point to my eye, I can point to my ear. No calibration needed. It's just called pointing.
Just called, trust me, bro. There it is.
To wherever you're looking, or in this case, look, I can put it in front of my nose, I can put it in front of my eye, how about my mouth, or my ear? I know I'm not squint, and I'm definitely able to point my finger where I need to point it. I don't know about you guys.
Is that a derogatory term for blind? Squint?
Do you guys have issues pointing your finger where you need to point it?
No. Not even for a minute.
Chip.
It looks like this guy's just kind of desperate for content or something.
I mean,
What the hell is wrong with his ears?
Oh, he's got holes in them, and they're not precisely the same.
Oh, one of those guys. Okay.
Yeah. But Solve, when you shoot with your .22, okay, you can shoot quite a distance, correct?
Yeah, about a mile.
And do you point the gun at the target?
Absolutely.
Oh, so you don't need to measure where you're pointing. You're just pointing it to the target, you're aiming, and you're shooting.
Right.
Yeah, that's weird, because that's kind of what I do when I shoot. So why can't I do the same with my finger? Maybe the guy has some issues with his, I don't know.
I truly don't think these people have any real life experience outside of looking at a computer. I really don't.
Because this guy makes me wonder, can he find the hole to make babies?
This is a lazy cherry picker.
Yeah, he just wanted content, so he found something that he thought he could make content on. But in the meantime, he had nothing to present. That's it.
Creaky blinder.
And the sad thing is, this really idiotic video has already got 4,200 views an hour ago. For that.
He bought those.
For that. Come on.
He bought those, man. I don't believe these guys' views. I don't believe these guys' subscriber counts either. I don't. I think it's a lot of fluff. I really do.
Just remember though, Snuff, a lot of people who watch these guys have like 100 soccer accounts each.
Yeah.
So
that's also true. They're very dedicated to their religion. Excuse me. Let's see what he finishes off with.
I prefer quality over quantity.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, really? Nobody is this stupid.
Oh, 45. Right. You know, I thought you said see where this carport is? I thought you said... is just about on the right between the carport and that wall.
Weird. I'm actually precisely putting my finger, yeah, I'm going to say precisely, between where I said it should be. Odd how I'm able to do that.
18 degrees southeast.
Got you. Yeah.
That's where the sun is.
And I'm literally precisely pointing at the sun. Odd how that works. So I don't have a crooked finger or I'm not squint or anything. Huh.
According to your phone and finger. Yeah, we get it, Flatside. You don't have to keep highlighting how stupid this is.
And that's what I've been observing for the last, every time we've been up here trying to observe the sunrise. And again, guys, wooden chair. I was even saying, someone said I put magnets underneath the wooden chair.
Well, I didn't think that because that implies that you put some thought into what you did in the first place.
What a moron. How
also called the
can you
table.
even say them words? Fart. Wow.
This is like the biggest Dunning-Kruger video I've seen today this year. This is the biggest Dunning-Kruger video I've seen. Oh yeah, look at that smile on his face. So proud of himself.
This is
But
why
he's trying
this is why no one likes Welsh in England.
Don't you guys like Wales?
No.
Why?
I worked in Wales for 6 months and it rained every day.
Yeah, you guys get a lot of rain. Well, yeah, we wish we can get rain.
I'm only messing with you, but we do make fun out at Welsh. Like.
How many F's in month?
Yeah, you guys are.
But you can tell by looking at this guy that he's full of the Holy Spirit. You can see it.
It's a spirit. It ain't holy. I can tell you.
You said it, Charles. You said it. Oh man.
And now that you went and got to the table,
guys-
you came back.
Yeah, guys, I want to just point out something. Look at the difference between how this sun looks and the one at TFE.
Yeah, the one in TFE stayed in the sky for 24 hours, as the globe model predicts. And why suddenly bring up TFE anyway? Do you honestly think that your video proves anything in the first instance? And if it did prove anything, it most definitely wouldn't be that the Antarctic 24-hour sun was faked because the sun is 3 degrees off from where your finger tells you it should be.
No one claimed that, Dougie.
He did it, Duffy.
Oh, that's the reason. Okay.
I was just saying, let's look at observed real sun compared to what TFE presented. Do they look similar or the same? No, they don't. That's the whole point.
Studio sun looks much different than the real one.
That's the point. Not so.
What do these people think that every video Flats makes is going to be attacking TFE? In fact, had it even happened when you did that?
Yeah, TFE happened just before I went on holiday. Remember?
I can't remember when you were there.
It was just before I went on holiday. We actually watched.
Yeah.
We actually watched that live with. What's it when he was doing the vaping?
But you did this observation last year as well, though, didn't you? You just didn't.
Yeah, this was like literally a few days after when I went on holiday.
Yeah, but you made the same observation last year that you went. That one, no, we
Yes,
did TFE.
yes, and also it was also off, also 3 to 4 degrees or 4 to 5 degrees off, and then they told me I'm wrong. So now I did it again,
and you're still wrong.
and I'm still wrong.
A lie told the second time is still a lie, Flatsoid.
I keep repeating the thing they're saying is impossible, which is weird. Because if it is impossible, you wouldn't be able to repeat. Oh, yeah. Let me unmute you. Sorry, we're making a lot of noise there, Anthony. There we go.
Sorry about that. I didn't realize I was not on mute. Can I just point a couple of things out here with this video that he's doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
When Critical Think did his so-called quote-unquote experiment, you know, the one that he, with a set of scales where he took measurements, right? Didn't manipulate anything, didn't have a hypothesis, didn't identify his IV or his DV, didn't even have an observed phenomenon which he could do a bit of science on. Where are all the videos from the blurfs criticizing his video? And when we criticize his video, because they don't critically think anything, we point out all the problems with it, and we don't personalize it against him. Yeah, we might laugh at him after it, but the point that we're making is valid. No IV, no DV, no DV, no null, no actual hypothesis, no
Yeah, all that's there, man.
observed phenomena. That's all the components that make a scientific experiment, and there was none in his. And what's this guy got? Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, Anthony Riley he graduated from Nathan Oakley University.
But ridicule, scorn, and humor, attempted humor. Look at the differences standard. The difference is that they don't apply their own rules when they're applying them against us to their own people. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly that. They can't. They're hypocrites. But yeah, if anybody heard about when Witz is taking his lie detector test?
Oh, that won't happen.
Oh, is he going to do one?
Remember, you asked him directly.
Oh, I asked him about it, but that was the last I heard about it. You know, it's just like,
He'll fake the lie detector as well. He'll plug it into the cat or something.
I mean, look, it's obvious that this thing was a hoax. It was a fraud. It was busted up from the beginning. There's no need to go any further with it. You didn't see a 24-hour sun. Kiss it. And even if you maybe for some reason did, no one's going to believe you just because of the deceitful little demon that you are.
Yep.
So your word's as good as nothing.
Yep.
It's like I like what old Scarface had to say. I come into this world with two things. He says, my balls and my...
Are we done? Are we done? 3-4 hours is enough for a day. So thanks for watching. Hit like, subscribe, click the notification icon, share the show if you can.